Sound check, sound check. Hello. Hey, hey, hey. Good afternoon, everyone. Mhm. Wait muna ha. Okay. So, kumusta kayo? How's your second week pala, no? Second week at saka first week sa face-to-face, no? Sa mga nag-face-to-face. So, I hope you're doing fine, no? Sa review. Good afternoon, sir. Light transfer ko to sa other concerns. Good afternoon, my love. Ah, kuyawa, my love. Loud and clear, sir. Okay, how many viewers pala ngayon, be? Tingnan natin. 170. Okay, so marami, medyo marami. Baka meron din ditong mga from morning class, no? Who are rewatching the discussion, no? Maybe siguro they wanted to clarify something, no? Na instead of reviewing, no, or rewatching the video or replaying the video, they instead watch the other live discussion. Okay? Shout out sa mga nag-comment dito, no? Gerald Miasco. Oh, ano ang Miasco? From Bohol. Sarah Lee, Pipong, Ryan, Justin, Fuyonan, Angelo, Arian, sino ba? Snowdown, Sarah, Nor, Jovelio, June. Shout out sa inyo. Okay, shall we start na ba? Are you all ready na? Prepared na ba yung mga pen and paper ninyo at saka yung calculator? Shall we start discussing na? Mayong hapon mga ka-GERTC. From morning here, sir. Lo, meron talaga from morning. From morning here, sir. Ang gulo kanina. Magulo ba? From morning class pagid mi, sir. Sir, ako na lang na imong ubang chicks be. Ay, mukha na lang kung meron. Yes, ready na po. So, suppose, no? Ready na ang lahat. Shout out to Mark Vincent, Justin Carl. Okay, good afternoon. So, recall lang natin yung discussion natin last week, no? Noong Tuesday, we talk about what? No? Ang mga basic algebraic operations like addition, subtraction, multiplication, factoring, no? We dealt with special products and factoring, no? Also, yung expansion of binomials, right? Division of multinomials using long division tsaka synthetic division, no? And also we also discussed solving simultaneous equations, no? Or simple solving equations. Okay. So ngayon, as I told you before, no, we'll be discussing partial fraction. We'll be starting with partial fraction. Diba may pinakita ko sa inyo na outline, no? Outline ng i-discuss natin all throughout this review. No, good for 14 weeks. No, so today will be all about uh, partial fraction decomposition and followed by sequences, no? Then little bit introduction to word problems. Okay? from work, ready to fight. Oh, mga evening class, no, or afternoon class yung ano, uh, most of dito mga may trabaho. Okay, so yung iba papauwi pa lang, no? Or maybe yung iba nagsistay pa sa sa office. Year 2013 here, dako pa adjustment sir, pero try my best na makaapas. Thanks sa effort. Do your best lang, no? Okay, sige. So let's start with the discussion proper na. All right? No, partial fraction decomposition. So when we talk about partial fraction, okay, wait. So partial fraction is like para bang we are to write a certain fraction into sum of fractions. For example, no? Algebraic fraction na or rational expression, ito, okay, x plus 4 over x plus 7 times 2x minus 1. Now, this is like the result or the sum of these two fractions, a over x plus 7 plus b over 2x minus 1. No? Now, we will be given fractions like this. No? We are to write this into its decomposition. No? Into a sum of partial fractions. Okay? So, there are different cases no, in writing the corresponding partial fraction of the respective factors. So, discuss natin yan. No? But before that, ito yung parang bang example natin in terms of numbers, no? Para mas maintindihan. Let's say, we are to add, wait, saan yung mathcad ko? Mathcad. Ito. So we are to add 1 over 4 with 1 over with 2 over 3. Now what would be the answer dito, no? Adding that will give us a result equal to what? 1/4 plus 2/3, that's 11 over 12, no? 11 over 12. Now, in partial fraction decomposition, we'll be given a fraction na parang combined already. Then we are then to write it into partial fraction or sums of partial fractions, no? But we could not know right away ano yung corresponding numerators niya. Only the denominators yung nasa baba ng fraction, no? To do that, we have to write the factors or the factorized form of the denominator. Diba? We know that 12 is equal to 4 times 3, no? Or pwede rin, i-write pa natin yan into prime factors because 4 may be written as 2 cubed. Now, 2 cubed, 2 squared. So, 2 squared times 3. Then, after that, we are then to write this into sum of fractions of which the denominators are equal to this, no? So, first is 2, the next followed by 2 squared, no? Then followed by 3. Okay, so ganun siya, no? And we are going to solve for the numerators. What would be the values of A, B, and C? Now, and sometimes we could get a value of A equal to 0 or B 0, no? Or any other constants. No? So, yan yung mission natin to find ano yung dapat corresponding numerators. Okay. Okay ba? Intindihan lang ba? So, there are rules to be followed here. First rule, okay, let's discuss this one. No, or first case. A proper fraction may be written as the sum of partial fractions according to the following rules. Linear factors, none of which are repeated. No? If a linear factor ax plus b occurs once as a factor of the denominator of the given fraction, so ito yung denominator, no, kini siya, x plus 7. Let me ano ba? Highlight. Laser point. Ito. Okay, so x plus 4 over x plus 7 times 2x minus 1. We see these factors to be just linear, no? They are in the form ax plus b. Walang squared, no? Walang x squared plus 7, walang squared. Okay, only linear, no? So, their corresponding partial fraction must be like this, a over ax plus b, no? So that is why this is equal to a over x plus 7 plus b over 2x minus 1. Okay? So ito yung case 1. No, they are not repeating. Now what if repeating? Now for example, one of them is squared, one of them is cubed. Suppose lang. No? So if the linear factors are repeated, a linear factor ax plus b occurs p times, let's say if squared siya, quantity squared, so it occurs twice, no? So uh, of course, p times is a factor of the denominator of the given fraction. Then, corresponding to this factor, associate p partial fractions, no, in this form. What do we mean with that? No, so uh, if naka-squared siya, suppose, no, then dapat there are two sum of partial fractions of which the powers are increasing. Okay, the powers are increasing. Ax plus b, then the next denominator is ax plus b squared. No, if this is cube, no, if ax plus b is cube, then up to p yan. Okay, for example, no, ito, 3x minus 1 over x plus 4 squared. Okay, this is squared. So, its partial fraction decomposition is this. A over x plus 4, so wala pang squared, plus b over x plus 4 squared. Ano siya? It's like we are combining, let's say, 1 half at saka, suppose, 3/8. No? 1 half and 3/8. The combined, no? Or the sum is 7 over 8. No? We know 8 is equally yan to 2 cube, no? 2 cubes. So, in writing that into partial fraction, that's a over 2 plus b over 2 squared plus c over 2 cube. Okay? Or simply c over 8. So, dapat, yan yung gagawin natin if ever repeating yung linear factor. Okay? Now, we're going to solve for a, b, and c. And we would find that dapat this b is 0 kasi in original, uh, you're receiving me well na? Alam kaya ni Sir na nawawala signal niya yan, no? So, again, okay na ba? I'd like to know. Seems okay na, sir. Okay? Uh, saan ba ako na-disconnect? Anong part ba? Okay na po, sir. Okay. Again, ha? Please follow the instruction. Do not post here in on the section. I want this to be reserved for my posts. Okay? So, may my 7 or 8 over 8, sir. Okay. So, let's go back there, no? So again, if we are to add 1 half and 3/8, the sum is 7 over 8, no? Now, in partial fraction decomposition, 7 over 8 is equal yan to 7 over 2 cube, no? Which should be expanded, no, or written in terms of partial fractions as a over 2 plus b over 2 squared plus c over 2 cubed. No? And then we are going to solve for a, b, and c, and we would find then that b should be 0 kasi the original form, no, does not have 4 at the denominator, does not have 2 squared, no? And we would get a equal to 1 and c equal to 3. Okay, so yan yung partial fraction decomposition. So as you can see dito, merong rule, no? So, if these are the corresponding partial fractions, this A1, A2 up to AP should be constant numbers, no? And A1 and A2 may be 0 and so on, except for AP. Now, this A sub P should not be 0, no? It should not be 0. For example, no, again, balik tayo dito sa 7 over 2 cube, no? It comes from 1 half plus 3, 8. Now, this c dito, which is the numerator of 2 cube or 8, should not be 0. No? Hindi pwedeng maging 0. Okay? If 2 cube man yan. No? So as this a sub p. Okay? This a, this b may be 0. No? Dapat that highest degree, no? Sa denominator must have a numerator not equal to 0. Now, another. Ito. Sino siya? 5x squared minus 2 all over x cubed times x plus 1 squared. No? So, this repeats 3 times. So, that's why meron ganito, x squared, x cubed. Right? Then, this one repeats twice, x plus 1 squared. That repeats twice. So, that's why there is d over x plus 1 squared at saka e over x plus 1. No? And take note that this may be interchanged. No? Pwede unahin mo yung x, then followed by the x squared, then followed by the x cubed. No, and the sequence of numbers are main letters are A, B, and C. No, for those respectively. Pwede ganyan. As long as makuha mo yung corresponding numerators, no, of those denominators. Okay? Pwede rin na, ang pag-assign mo ba, pwede mo ma-interchange. Okay, so yan yung second case. Now, the third case is this, no? If ever the factor, denominator contains quadratic factors. Ano ba yung quadratic factors? Ito. If a quadratic factor ax squared plus bx plus c occurs once as a factor of the denominator of the given fraction, then corresponding to this factor, associate a partial fraction ax plus b all over ax squared plus bx plus c. So you notice that the numerator now is a linear expression. No, ax plus b. So, ganun yan. If ever the denominator is a quadratic factor, so that is, assume that that quadratic factor is not factorable any further. No? It cannot be factored into real linear factors with integer coefficients. No? What do you mean by that? Wala siyang rational factors or rational roots, no, yung denominator niya. Okay? Suppose, no, if you would find its roots, imaginary siya or irrational. So, it could not be factored any further. Okay? So, dapat the numerator is linear. But that doesn't mean it should be in that form. No? Kasi it could be that we could get a value of a equal to 0 or b equal to 0. But not both. No? A and b cannot be both equal to 0. Example. So, eto. X squared minus 3. Now, all over x minus 2 times x squared plus 4. This x minus 2 is just linear. So, it's like case 1. So, it should have a corresponding fraction a over x minus 2. But this one, x squared plus 4, is a quadratic prime expression, no, or factor. What do you mean prime? Well, it's because it cannot be factored any further. No, we cannot think of any factors now for this. Well, siguro if we would make it minus, no, x squared minus 4, then we could make it into x plus 2 times x minus 2. Tama? X squared minus 2 squared, no? May be written as x plus 2 times x minus 2 using special factoring formula. Tama? But dito, wala special factor. If you would find its roots, no, the roots would be positive or negative 2i, no, imaginary. So, it should be written, no, as is like that. So, its corresponding fraction is this. No, the numerator is linear bx plus c all over x squared plus 4. Okay? And the part B, as you can see, 2x cubed minus 6 all over x times 2x squared plus 3x plus 8 times x squared plus x plus 1. These cannot be factored any further. Well, one way to find out that a quadratic expression cannot be factored any further is by solving for its corresponding roots, no? So, paano ba? Okay, using the calculator, no? I-try natin. Go to mode 5. Diba? Mode 5, down, quadratic, 1. No? Try to solve for the roots of this 2x squared plus 3x plus 8 if that's equal to 0. So, 2, 3, and 8. No? So, solving for the roots, we find this to be imaginary. So, hindi siya factorable. Kahit na walang i yan, no? kahit na walang I, but if it contains square root of Cherva, no, then it cannot be factored any further. Okay ba? Kahit walang I. No? I see you. Looking at my B. I see. Okay. Victorist. Now, let's try the other one. X squared plus X plus 1. Mode, ano pa rin? The same, no? Pwede, dito na lang. 1, 1, 1. Okay? You'll find that the roots are still imaginary, no? Or complex numbers. So, it could not factor any further. If nangyari sana na this is ano, say X squared plus 2X plus 1, no? Instead of X squared plus X plus 1. Say, we're gonna make this equal to 2, no? Would find that the roots or the root is negative 1. There's only one root, but that is a repeating root. Kasi x squared plus 2x plus 1 is, ano yan, equivalent to x plus 1 squared. No? So it's like case 2, no, repeating linear factor. No? So we would have to make it, ano, instead of dx plus e all over x squared plus x plus 1, we would have to make it, ano, d over x plus 1 squared, d over x plus 1 plus e over x plus 1 quantity squared. Now, if ever man, naging 2x plus 1 yan. But since this is not factorable, then its corresponding partial fraction must have a numerator equal to a linear na fraction. Linear expression, dx plus e. No? Now, in this case, a should not be 0, B and C should not be both equal to 0. No? Pwede yung B 0 or C 0. And so as D and E cannot be both equal to 0. Okay? So, mauna siya ang case 3. And for the case 4, sa case 4 guys, it's like ano, combination siya of case 2 and case 3, no? Repeating yung quadratic factor. So, if a quadratic factor, ax squared plus bx plus c, of course, p times, no, let's say, of course, twice or 3 times or 4 times, no? As a factor of the denominator, then corresponding to this factor, associate the p partial fractions. So there should be corresponding p numbers of partial fractions. If it occurs twice, no, if it occurs 2 times, there should be 2 partial fractions corresponding to this. Now, the same with case number 2 kanina, no? Only their respective numerators are linear. Now, as you can see again, now they are linear. A sub 1x plus b sub 1, a sub 2x plus b sub 2, and so on. No? So, a, b, this should be constant values, no? Dapat they are pwede sila fraction but they could not be square root of something like square root of 5, no, hindi pwede, but and also AP and BP should not be both equal to 0. Hindi yan pwede maging equal to 0. Now, an example is this, no, x squared minus 4x plus 1 all over x squared plus 1 squared. Now, so this is a quadratic factor that could not be factored any further, no, into linear factors, no? Kasi the roots would be ano, plus and minus I, right? Instead, if this becomes negative, no, pwede pa natin yung factorize, but since it's not, it's plus, then hindi na, so it's corresponding uh, partial fraction, or the corresponding partial fraction should be this, no, this dalawa. Ax plus b over x squared plus 1, so wala pang square, then plus cx plus d all over x squared plus 1 squared. No, and the other one is just isa lang. Ex plus f over x squared plus x plus 1. No, so pwede that both a and b dito are 0, pwede, no? But c and d cannot be both equal to 0. Hindi sila pwede maging equal to 0, no? E and f cannot be both equal to 0. Right? So, ganun yan. No, ito yung mga partial fraction cases. Well, how to solve partial fractions, no? We now know how to expand them, no? But ang pag-solve naman, okay. Example tayo by example by, wait sa ha, I see P I C. Tingiding, giting, giting, giting. Okay. Sir, nagbabag ang calculator. Sir, yung calcu. Sir, paulit po from example A. Aha. Do I have to repeat it from the beginning? Sir, paspasara. Sige lang, no? Uh, introduction pa lang man yun, no? Dito, let's discuss it in detail, no? Deleted na yung other lectures, sir. I suppose they already are, no? Last week's discussions already gone. Okay, sige. So this is our first example. Find the partial fraction, the composition of 4x squared plus 13x minus 9 all over x cubed plus 2x squared minus 3x. Sorry, sir, I don't understand the logic of partial fraction decomposition. Maybe siguro it's because we haven't discussed it fully yet, no? So continue on listening, no? Continue on listening lang, no? And if at the beginning, di para figure out maybe through examples of mine, magets yun na, no? So again, let's start with this. Okay. Find the partial fraction decomposition of 4x squared plus 13x minus 9 all over x cubed plus 2x squared minus 3x. So, ito yung logic, no? If you are asking for the logic, we are to write this into sum of fractions, no? That would result into this given fraction. No, parang ito yung result. We are to write what would be the the cause of this ba? No? Ano yung sum nito? I mean, composition nito, no? Into different fractions, the sums of different fractions. Okay ba? Sige, I'm gonna open the MathCAD, no? MathCAD natin yan. Okay, sige. So, uh, take note ha, na dapat proper fraction, no? Dapat proper fraction siya. Or else, we could not, continue with solving for the partial fraction. Ano ba yung proper fraction? Yung proper fraction is, dapat yung numerator, no? Should have a degree less than that of the denominator. No? The degree of the numerator is less than that of the degree of the denominator. For example, in this one, no? 4x squared plus 13x minus 9. The degree of the numerator is squared, is 2, no? X squared. The degree of the denominator, yung nasa baba, is 3. No? So, 2 is less than 3. So, that is a proper fraction. No? If this happen to be cubed din kasi, yung numerator, let's say 4x cubed plus 13x minus 9. Both are with a degree of 3. No? So it's not a proper fraction. Instead, it's an improper fraction. No? So if improper pa, you have to reduce it to combined fraction pa. No? So ganoon siya. Okay ba? So let's continue, no? Let's continue. I-solve natin ito, a solution. Okay, so this is the given. 4x cubed plus 13x minus 9 all over x cubed plus 2x squared minus 3x. So, the denominator is not yet factorized, no? So, if we are to factorize the denominator, yan yung parang step 1 natin dito. Okay? Factorizing the denominator, how? Well, examining it, di ba? Each term contains x. Correct? So, pwede natin ma-factor out yung x. No? So, that x cubed plus 2x squared minus 3x may be written as x then times ano lang, x squared plus 2x minus 3, no? So, na-factorize na. But we should not stop there, no? We should not stop, okay na yan, quadratic na yan. Kasi we should think pa if this could be factorized further, no? Ma-factor pa ba natin yan? Pwede, ito yung pag-analyze natin. What factors of negative 3 that have a sum equal to positive 2, no? The middle term. Diba? That's positive 3 and negative 1, no? So, this is x plus 3 times x minus 1. Okay? If i-expand natin to, or i-multiply natin yan, this should result to x squared plus 2x minus 3. No? So, they are all linear factors. So, ibig sabihin yan, we may rewrite this, no, into this, like instead of that, i-change natin into x times x plus 3 times x minus 1. Okay? So, ganun siya. Now, another way to find the roots, no, of this, or to find the factors of this, is by using mode 5. Mode 5, no? Yung cubic equation. Okay? So, it's like we are to make this equal to 0 and solve for the roots, no? So, everyone, use your calculator, turn on your calculator, no? Mode 5, then down, okay? Then cubic 2. And just input the coefficients. 1, 2, negative 3. It doesn't have a constant. 0 yung constant, no? And pressing equal, it gives us x equal to uh, 1. So, ito yung roots. 1, negative 3, at saka 0. No? Ito yung roots, no? Or ito yung zeros, di ba? We've discussed that before, roots or zeros, no? They are the values of x that make, or that make the equation 0 equal to 0, or that satisfies the equation. Okay? So, in factorized form, this x squared plus 2x squared minus 3x will be written as x minus 1 times x plus 3 times x, no? Kasi their corresponding roots are 1, negative 3, 0, no? So, pwede mo i-factorize yan using that way, no? Using the calculator. Para diretso na. Okay? So, it's now already written in factorized form. Okay? Factorized form na siya, no? We are then to write it into their respective partial fractions, no? So, pwede, we're gonna start with x. A over x plus b over x plus 3 plus c over x minus 1. No? So, same as diniscuss ko kanina, no? Yung number, 7 over 8, no? To be written into sum of other fractions. Okay, so a over x, b over x plus 3, c over x minus 1. We are done to solve for a, b, and c. Okay, so how? How are we gonna solve for a, b, and c? Well, there are many methods, no? I could say 2 or 3 ways, no, to solve for them. The first method is ganito, no? By substitution. But before we could do that, i-multiply muna natin both sides by this, no? Multiply both sides by or do cross multiplication, no? Or cross multiply this to the right side, no? Right side of the equation. Okay? That means ito, i-multiply sa other side. Leaving this numerator just at the left side. Tama? Yan lang yung matira sa left side. No? So, yung mangyari, if this a over x is multiplied with this denominator, makancel yung x. No? So, this is then equal to a times x plus 3 times x minus 1. No? The next, plus b times what? If ang multiplier naman natin is this, makancel yung x plus 3. No? Makancel yung x plus 3. Yung matira na lang is x at saka x minus 1. Okay? The next, plus that c times what? Ano yung makancel? Diba? Yung makancel is x minus 1. So this is x times x plus 3. Okay? So ito na. No? We are done to solve for A, B, and C. Paano? How are we gonna do that? Okay. How are we gonna solve for A, B, and C? So, if we are to examine, di ba? There are 3 unknowns, no? A, B, and C. So, pwede tayo magawa ng 3 equations, right? No? in terms of A, B, and C so that we could be able to solve for them, no? Or, pwede ito yung gawin natin, no? Ito yung first way. We're gonna make a stay, no? By making these other terms cancelled out, no? How could we cancel them out? If maging zero sila, no? Ma-multiply yan sila ng zero, no? And that is by making x equal to 0, di ba? If i-zero natin to, i-zero natin to, makancel na yung b, makancel na yung c, so it wouldn't matter ano yung values nila, no? Only a would become the remaining unknown, correct? With x equal to 0. So, yun yung gagawin natin. If x is 0, the left side become 4 times 0 squared plus 13 times 0 minus 9. Okay? Then the right side naman, making x equal to 0. So, a times 0 plus 3, okay, times 0, 0 minus 1 times 0 plus 3, plus b times 0 times 0 plus 3, plus c times 0 times 0 minus 1. Or you may not even write this anymore, no? Kini sila, no? Kasi 0 lang nga, no? Hindi na sila maka-apekto. So, that would become what? Diba, the right side would just become negative 9, apparently, no? Kasi makancel sila, cancel to, no? And the right side naman would become negative 3a plus 0 plus 0. So, negative 1 times 3, no? Negative 3a. So, a then is equal to what? A is equal to negative 9 uh, over negative 3. And that is equal to positive 3. No? So, that's how to solve an unknown, no, in this partial fraction. If B naman yung gusto natin kunin, di ba, ma-solve natin yung B if we are to, make these other terms 0. And that would be possible if we're gonna make x equal to negative 3, di ba? So, let x be equal to negative 3. Okay? If x is equal to negative 3, what would happen? The left side would become this. 4 times negative 3 squared plus 13 times negative 3 minus 9. No? And the right side naman, again, we're gonna make x equal to negative 3. And pwede mo lang, no, skip yung first and third term, no, yung a and c. Bakit? Kasi that's what we're doing. No, we wanna cancel them out, no, by making x equal to negative 3. So, pwede mo lang i-zero diretso, no? So, pwede mo lang equate ito into this, no? Pero for the sake of your solution, pakita ko na lang, no? That they are canceled out dito, no? Negative 3 plus 3 plus, sorry. Parang may nabaliktad ako, no? This should have been b times x minus 1, then c times x plus 3. Dito din, no? Nabaliktad. So, this should be minus 1. Then, ito yung minus 3. Okay. So, makancel yung A and C. No? So, after that, evaluating this, that left side is equal to what? Negative 12, no? This is negative 12. And this right side, that is equal to what? Diba? That's equal to negative 3 times negative 4. That's positive 12b, no? So, solving for b, you could find it to be negative 12 over 12. That is equal to negative 1. B is equal to negative 1. Okay? B is equal to negative 1. So that, C naman. No, C naman yung kukunin. Okay? So to find C, what are we gonna do? No, tingnan nyo ulit dito. To find C, we have to make A and B cancelled out. No? And that is by making x equal to 1. No? So simple lang. Make x be equal to 1. Okay? Let x be equal to 1. So if x is 1, what would happen? The left side become this 4 times 1 squared plus 13 times 1 minus 9. And the right side would become what? Pwede ito, no? Palitan lang natin, no? No? Instead of turning into negative 3, they turn to 1, no? Naging 1, 1, 1, 1. See, makancel yung A and B. No? Parang ma-neglect sila. No? So, C yung parang matitirang unknown. Okay? So if we have to evaluate that, the left side will become 8, no? And the right side would become negative 2. See? Okay, is it? Negative 2. See. Sorry, sorry. Uh, dapat pala ano ito, no? Plus 3 pala ito, plus 3. Eto, plus 3. Sorry. Plus 3 pala yan. So, 4C. 4C. No? 4C. So, C is then equal to 8 over 4. Which is, of course, equal to 2. Okay? So, ito na yung mga sagot, no? A should be equal again to 3. B equal to negative 1. And C equal to 2. No? So we can then write the proper fraction, no? Like this should be equal to 3 over x plus negative 1 over x plus 3 plus 2 over x minus 1. Or pwede ganito, no? Pwede ganito yung pagka-write. I-minus na lang natin to. Minus 1. Okay? So, mo ni sila, guys. Ito yung sagot. Sige, kopyahin ninyo, no? Screenshot ninyo. Picture ninyo. Okay, starting dito. Sige, sige, picture. Picture. Screenshot. The next, eto naman. Yan. Zoom in. Zoom out. Baliktad yung solution sa morning, sir. Yeah. Na-interchange ko. So, please don't mind para hindi ma-confuse ang mga evening student. How come you make the x into just negative 3, 0, and 1? Is it always an option? Is it always an option to, I don't understand. Uh-huh. Okay. Okay, sige, sige. So, let's proceed, no? Now, pwede natin ma-solve ito actually using our calculator, no? Like, meron tayong shortcut niyan or technique niyan, no? So, ganito. First, i-input mo muna ito sa CalQ. Like, this whole talaga using A, B, and C in your calculator, no? Then, pwede natin ma-solve yung A, B, and C within just a minute. Okay? After natin ma-input. Sige, everyone, go to mode 1 and input lang ni, no? 4x squared plus 13x minus 9 equal to A times x plus 3 times x minus 1 A plus B B times x minus 1, right? Plus C times x plus 3. Well, I hope uh, nag-calculate kayo. No? I mean, nag-input kayo. So, we're going to solve for A, B, and C, di ba? pwede natin i-shift solve yan? Pwede ba? So for those na hindi pa alam ito, no, we could not just shift solve x, no? It's not limited to x. We could solve A or B or C or D or E or F or X or Y or M, no, in our calculator, no? We just have to put comma then A. No, kasi if we would not include that, it would it would solve for x, no? Ayan yung parang programming niya. No, by default it would solve for x, no? But if may comma A, that means it would solve for A, no? So, shift calc, okay? It asks for the value of x. Ano nga yung x again? No, to solve for A. So dito, parang i-neglect natin yung values ng B and C, no? To neglect them, dapat the value of x must be 0 para makancel sila, di ba? That's what we did kanina. We let x equal to 0 to solve for A. So, that's what we're gonna do dito. X is equal to 0. And just ignore the values of B and C. No? Ignore lang sila. No? Any value will do kasi makancel lang man. And it would give us the value of A equal to 3. No? Equal to 3. Okay ba? After that, pwede natin ma-solve right away yung B. No? We just have to change this to B. Palitan mo lang. No? Then do shift solve again. Shift calc. No? What should be the value of x again to solve for this b? Kanina we let x equal to negative 3. Diba? Para makancel na siya eh. No? Well, yung technique niya actually is, tingnan mo lang ano yung denominator niya. No? Yung denominator ng b is x plus 3. But take note na hindi dapat ito yung input mo. Ito dapat. No? Kasi if ito yung input mo, maging math error yan. No? With that x plus 3 being at the denominator. No? So, that's the reason why it had to be cross multiply. Okay? So, kung ano yung denominator, x plus 3, yung root is negative 3. So, make x equal to negative 3 to solve for that numerator. No? B. So, it asks for A and C. Don't mind them. No? Kasi kahit anong values nila, either 0 or merong value, it would give the correct value of P. No? Which is negative 1. Is that correct? Was B equal to negative 1 as we calculated kanina? Yeah, tama. No? So, B is equal to negative 1. And if we have to solve for C naman, no? Again, palitan lang, no? Comma C. Comma C. Okay? Then, do shift calc. Then, what? What should be the value of X dito? Well, as this is kanina, dapat yung denominator, so yung 1, x should be equal to 1, no? But take note that we have solved A and B already, no? A being 3 and B being equal to negative 1. So, pwede lang pala na mag-assume tayo ng any value of x dito, except for those 0 and negative 3. Now, we could not use them anymore to solve for the C, no? Pwede, kahit 1,000 pa yan, kahit 143 pa yan, or kahit may pi pa yan, no? As long as you're gonna use the calculated values of A and B. Now, suppose lang I'm gonna make C equal to this, no? A is 3, that's what we calculated, and B is negative 1, that's what we got, no? So, solving for C, it gives us equal to 2, no? Which is correct, right? That's what we got kanina, no? C is equal to 2. No, so pwede yan. But if ever A and B are not yet solved, like you want to solve right away for the value of C, no, without minding the value of B, no, so, ano mo, dapat i-x equal to 1 mo, no, para makancel to kahit ano pa yung value ng A, no, it would still give C equal to 2. Okay? So, that method kanina, no, assuming any value of x, could only be applicable if A and B are already solved, no? If na-solve na sila. Ayos ba? No? If wala pa, then you'd have to make x equal to 1 to solve for that C. No? So, mo na siya by. No? Mo na siya. And you might say that this is another method. This is just the same with this method, no? Only diretso using a calculator, no? Diretso ko na lang. Okay? Ito yung parang thorough na discussion niya. No? Iniisa-isa sila. Di ba? But pwede lang siya i-shortcut sa calculator. No? Idiretso. Okay? So, again, ito na. No? Ito na yung correct fraction. And actually, pwede natin ma-check ito if this would really go back to the original equation. No? The market can do that. Yung command niya is rectangular. See? Uh, it goes back to 4x squared plus 13x minus 9 over x cubed plus 2x squared minus 3x. No? So, mukha na siya. Tama nga ito. No? Tama ito. We can only do Caltech if proper fraction. Sir, pwede patingin yung input mo sa cycle. What do you mean? Ito lang, yung kanina, no? So, as you can see, yun na siya, no? A times X, basta yung ito ba? I-highlight ko ba? Kini ba? Ito yung in-input ko sa calculator, no? Using B and X, A, B, and C. Okay? Finalo ko lang yan, no? Right? Ayaw, lagi mo pag-comment din, ba? So, on the section, patagad. Ako lagi ni diri. Silusog yung pagtawa. Ako ni, ha? Can we just let x equal to any number, sir? Okay, again, as I've said, no, pwede lang if you're to solve for the remaining, the only unknown, no? For example, ito, C. If A and B are already solved, pwede lang any value yung x. As long as hindi ito makancel, no? No, we could not make x equal to 0 or x equal to negative 3 if we intend to solve for C, no? Pwede 1, pwede 5, no? Pwede 2, no? Pwede pi if A and B are already solved. Okay? Possessive mo naman, sir. Yeah. Okay, okay. So, proceed ba tayo? Okay, there's another way to solve that, no? But I'm gonna discuss the other way, no, in the next example. Okay ba? Sige, next example. Kini. Find the partial fraction decomposition of 4x cubed minus x squared plus 15x minus 29 all over 2x cubed minus x squared plus 8x minus 4. Find the partial fraction decomposition of this. Okay, so this is problem number 2. Okay. Now, are we gonna factorize the denominator na? Notice that the degree of the denominator is equal that of the degree of the numerator. No? So, we can say that this fraction is an improper fraction. No? Improper fraction siya by. No? Kasi they have the same degrees. No? For improper fraction, pwede i-divide muna natin, no? Until we could get a fraction of which the denominator has a degree less than that of the denominator. The numerator, I mean. The degree is less than that of the denominator. So, we've got to divide. So, ito guys, no, divide natin. Ito yung dividend, ito yung divisor, no? This over this. So, di ba, ang rule niyan is that we just have to look at the first terms. So, 4x cubed divided by 2x cubed. And that is equal to 2, correct? No? Baka i-calculate nyo pa yan, ha? Okay? Then, after that, i-multiply ito to this, no? And the product is what? What will be the product? maging 4x cube yan, minus 2x squared, plus 16x, minus 8. No? Ma-times 2 times 2 lang ito, no? Each. Okay? So, after that, i-subtract natin, no? Bale, that is effectively minus, no? I-minus kasi natin yan. Minus natin sila. So, the result would be what? Cancel ito. Ito, this would become negative. So, positive na. Positive x squared. Okay, positive x squared. Then, 15x minus 16 is minus x. Negative 29 minus negative 8 is negative 21. Am I correct? So, ito yung difference by. No? And this now has a lower degree than the divisor or denominator. So, ito na yung remainder dapat. No? This is now the remainder. No? Remainder. Remainder niyan. Okay? So, this 4x cubed minus x squared plus 15x minus 29 all over this may be now written into this quotient plus the remainder, no, over the divisor. Diba? Yan yung rule, no? Gana siya. Okay? So, focus tayo dito. No? Ito yung focus na natin. Where we have to write this into partial fraction decomposition. But before that, ano yung roots nito? No? The same as sinabi ko kanina, ay turo ko kanina. To find the roots, use mode 5. Or to find the factors, find the roots using mode 5. Mode 5, then cubic. Ito, cubic. Now, ang input sila, 2, negative 1, 8, negative 4. Okay? So, this is equal to what? Okay, the first root is equal to 1 half. Now, that root should come from a factor 2x minus 1. Tama? 2x minus 1. Now, the next, the roots are 2i and negative 2i. Negative 2i. No? These are the roots. Okay? So, dapat, this is ano, 2 minus 1, I mean x minus 2i tsaka x plus 2i. But pwede design na, no? Pwede design na we're gonna write it like this. No, hindi pwede, no? It should stay as a complex, I mean, a quadratic factor. So, this should be 2x minus 1 times x squared plus 4, no? This should be x squared plus 4. Okay? If i-expand ko yan, no? That should go back to this. Okay? I'm gonna let the calculator do this for me. No? See, 2x cubed minus x squared plus 8x. Tabunan ko. Minus 4. Diba? So, ito dapat yung denominator. So, this may be written as this over this. Okay? And this, since this is now written in factored form, the denominator in factored form, pwede na natin ma-write no, into its decomposition. So, the first factor is linear. Linear, di ba? So, constant lang yung numerator, 2x minus 1. But the next is quadratic. Quadratic siya ba eh? No? So, dapat the numerator must be linear. Bx plus c. No, over x squared plus 4. So, this is case 3, di ba? Case 3 siya. Ito case 1. Right? So, we are going to solve for A, B, and C. I-solve na natin yung A, B, and C. Paano? Sana may math card sa board exam. Ngano na 2x minus 1, sir? Okay, ngano na 2x minus 1? Ngano man daw, be? Diba, we got a root 1 half, no? So, that 1 half, it's like, one of the roots being 1/2, it should come from, being 2x equal to 1, or um, 2x minus 1, no? The factor must be 2x minus 1. That's where that uh factor comes from. Okay? So ganun siya, bay. So andito na tayo, no? Hindi siya, no? We are now to solve for A, B, and C. Paano ba? Paano ba? So the same as what we did kanina, cos multiply that denominator, not the left to the right, no? So this should become x squared minus x minus 21, and that's equal to A times what? Ano yung makancel? Makancel to, di ba? So A times x squared plus 4, then plus B, bx plus C, times 2x minus 1. Okay? I hope you're just following, no? So, how to solve for A, how to solve for B, how to solve for C. Actually, A can be solved by making x equal to 1/2, no? Kasi ma-zero man siya. Ma-zero man ito if x is 1, ay 1/2, no? Its root ba? If x is equal to 1/2, this would become ganito. Kita. X is 1/2, the left side become 1/2 squared minus 1/2 minus 1/1, and that is equal to this. Now A times 1/2 squared plus 4 plus B times 1/2 plus C, times 2 times 1/2 minus 1. Okay? So as you see dito, this would become 1 minus 1. So makancel. No, or ma-zero. If that is 0, then B and C can now be ignored. No? Yung natitirang unknown is A. So if we are to evaluate that or simplify that, it would give us this, no? Negative 85 over 4 yung left, 17 over 4 naman yung right, no? As a coefficient of A, no? So solving for A, that is equal to negative 85 over 4 divided by 17 over 4, or that is equal to negative 5. That's the value of A, no? Value of A. Or again, you may use your calculator kasi parang yan yung gusto ninyo. Input mo lang ito. Kaya siya sa inyong calculator. X squared minus x minus 21 is equal to A times x squared, no? X squared plus 4, then plus bx plus c, times 2x minus 1, 2x minus 1. Okay? Shift calc, we've got to make x, no, sorry. Sorry, it would solve for x, no, by default. Lagyan dapat ng comma A, no, if to solve for A. Shift calc, then we've got to make x equal to 1/2 para makancel yung B and C, no, ma-ignore kahit ano pa yung initial values niya, and gives us A equal to negative 5. Tama nga, no? Tama. Now, how about B and C? B and C na rin yung kulang, no? So, B and C. What should be the value of x? Is there a value of x that could make A and C cancelled out? Seems like wala, no? Seems like wala. But tingnan niyo, no? If we are to make this x equal to 0, no? Ito ba ito? Kita niyo yan? If that is 0, makancel yung B, no? So C na lang yung matira. Well, meron pang A, but since we already solved it, no? It's equal to negative 5, pwede natin gamitin yung correct value niya, no? Bali, pwede nga natin i-write to, na making this now negative 5 times x squared plus 4, no? So among the two, pwede natin ma-solve yung C by making x equal to 0. Correct? Now, with that kasi makancel yung B, no? Hindi mag-matter kung ano yung B. So, if x is 0 and a is -5, no? So, we can only do this if a is already solved, no? So, bale, making x equal to 0, this would become 0 squared minus 0 equal to 21, minus 21 is equal to -5 times 0 squared plus 4 plus b times 0, so ito yung tinutukoy ko, makancel siya, times 2 times 0 minus 1, no? So, if we would simplify it, this would become -21 is equal to -20. Ito, -5 times 4 is -20 plus c times -1. No. Times c plus c lang, no? Plus c lang pala ito. Plus c. Sorry. Zero. Negative nga. Negative. Minus c. No? So, c is equal to 20, -20, minus -21. Correct? No? Yan. Or, again, we're gonna use our calculator na lang, no? And change this to c. Change yan to c, no? And do shift calc again. Shift calc. Then set the correct value of x. X should be 0, not to cancel out b. But we've got to use this a being equal to -5, no? Dapat gamitin natin yan, no? Don't mind kung ilan yung b. You would solve for the correct value of c. So c is equal to 1. Tama? C is equal to 1. No? And after that, take note. No, we already have solved A and also C. B na lang yung kulang. What are we gonna do to solve for B? Dito. No? And again, C is 1. No? Ito na lang yung unknown. Diba? Pwede man tayo mag-assume ng any value of x. No? Kasi identity ito. No? What do you mean with that? Identity means kung ano yung value sa left sa equation, it should be the same with the value sa right sa equation for any value of x. No? For any value of x. So, dapat, so pwede, maglet tayo ng any x dito except 0, no? To solve for this b. Pwede, the simplest value dito is 1, no? If x is equal to 1, what would happen? Again, any value will do. Pwede pi, no? But if x is 1, simple lang, no? The left side will become 1 squared minus 1 minus 21. The right side will become this. Okay? -5 times 1 squared plus 4 plus b times 1 plus 1 times 2 times 1 minus 1. No? So, this would become cancel. -21 lang. This would become -25. Kasi mag-5 man ito. Then plus b plus 1. Then times 2 times 2 minus 1 is 1. No? Solving for b, no, or b plus 1. So it's -21 minus -25, or that is 4. So b is equal to 4 minus 1, or that is equal to 3. Okay? B is equal to 3. Here, in the calculator, tingnan nyo yung calcul, no? I'm now gonna solve for B. I could solve it by letting x equal to any value except for 0, no? We made it equal to 1, no? But again, we could not do this if A and C are not solved yet, no? So we got to use them, -5 at saka 1, no? To solve for the correct value of B, and that is 3. I'm gonna prove to you na we could use any value of x. Let's say pi, no? Kahit pa meron pa yung raised to the power of e, no? Suppose lang ba, no? Buhat na tag variable. I'm making x equal to this, no? As long as a is -5 and c is equal to 1, no? It would still give me the correct value of p, and that is 3. Kasi identity, again, identity yan, no? Whatever the value is at the left side, it should be the same at the right side. No? So, mo na siya ba? Okay? Madali lang ba? No? But there's an alternate solution, no? There is an alternate solution to this. And that is by, by making three equations. Yeah, we're gonna do three equations dito. No? We're gonna make three equations. How? As you notice, sa left side, it's x squared minus x minus 21. Now, sa right side, supposing we haven't solved A, B, and C yet, no? Sa right side, it contains three unknown variables, A, B, and C. No? Now, if we know this already, no, the simplified form nito, again, as a principle, no, identity, if identity ito, then dapat this right side should result to this left side, x squared minus x minus 21, if we already know the values of A, B, and C. No? So, since identity siya, then dapat the terms at the left, the quadratic term at the left must be equal to the quadratic term at the right. No? The linear term at the left must be equal to the linear term at the right. No? Yung quadratic dito sa left, that is equal to 1. Bakit 1? Kasi ito yun, no? X squared. It's like 1x squared. No? This should be the result if we are to sum up all the coefficients of x squared dito. Where could we get that x squared? Di ba? If equals mo, if ano yan, distribute yan, that is ax squared. Correct? And also, this b could have an x squared. I-multiply ng bx at saka 2x, that is 2bx squared. So, a plus 2b, now they are both coefficients of x squared, that should be equal to 1. The sum is equal to 1. Ito yung parang first equation natin. Equation number 1. No? Equation 1. Now, second equation, we could get that from the linear term. No? A sub 1. And that a sub 1 is equal to negative 1. Ito yun, no? Minus x, negative 1. So, that negative 1 should be the result of the linear term dito. Where could we get a linear term? Tingnan niyo. Dito, walang linear term. No? Kasi quadratic and constant lang. But ito, bx, if multiply natin yun ng constant, negative 1, so negative bx, that is a linear term. No? Then, c, constant, multiply yan ng linear, c times 2x is 2cx, so linear plus 2c. Dapat the combination nito, b and c, negative b and 2c, should be equal to that negative 1. No? So, ito yung parang natin, equation number 2. Okay? Equation number 2. Yan. And the third equation should be from this, no? From the constant. Constant is denoted as a sub 0, no? Yung sub dito is like the degree, no? 2 is the second degree coefficient. Yan. Yung constant is negative 21. Now, where could we get a constant dito sa right side? Diba? That is from 4a, no? Walang x. Then ito, b is impossible na. Meron na yung x eh. C times negative 1. Now, that is a constant. So, minus C. That should be equal to negative 21. No? Ito naman yung equation number 3 natin. Okay? So, we're able to form na 3 equations. No? And they are correct. No? We need them 3. Kasi there are 3 unknowns, A, B, and C. Now, there should be 3 equations to solve for the 3 unknowns. No? If they are not Diophantine equation. So, mode 5, to solve for the 3 equations, mode 5, 2 yan by, no? 3 unknown equation. Okay, mode 5, 2. So, A, B, C dito are the coefficients of x, y, and z. No? Kasi, this is in a form ax plus by plus cz equal to 0. Equal to d. So, we would solve for value of x, y, and z. No? The values of x, y, and z na makuha natin sa calculus would be the corresponding values of capital A, capital B, and capital C, no, in the simultaneous equation. Okay? So, input lang. First equation. Equation number 1. A plus 2B is equal to 1. So, A plus 2, 0 ito, is equal to 1. Yan. So, yan yung first equation. Diba? A, 2, 1, 2, 0, 1. Second, negative B. Walang A, no? So, 0 yung A. negative 1 yung B, 2 yung C, coefficient ng C, and D is negative 1, negative 1. Okay? So, mana siya ang second. Yung third, 4 yung A, 4, walang B, C is negative 1, negative C, then the constant at the right side is negative 21. Okay? Press equal. Then the values of x, y, and z should correspond to a, b, and c. So x here is negative 5. That should correspond to a, negative 5. No? Yung b naman should correspond to y dito. So this is 3. And the z naman should correspond to z dito. Yung z dito is 1. Okay? They are correct, right? So kana. A is equal to negative 5, B is equal to 3, C is equal to 1. Ayos. The same with what we got no? Kanina. So, going back to the original fraction, this fraction can then be written no? Into negative 5 over 2x minus 1 plus 3x plus 1. Okay? Wala siya. Or pwede nyo baliktarin. No? Pwede nyo gawing ano ito. Ito yung minus this. Minus 5 over 2x. This one. But take note that the original equation natin was this. No? Which has a quotient. Okay? Equal to 2 plus this. No? And this being equal to this. Being equal to this. So, kini siya by is then equal to ito. Parang ito yung partial fraction. Ito yung decomposition niya. No? This is like the result of this. Paano siya? If we are to, if we'll try, no? To do it in reverse, no? Like, i-combine natin to using MathCAD, rectangular, I think. Again, yung so you see, ito ay 4x cubed minus x squared plus 15x minus 29. See, ni-return siya, bumalik siya in this form of the original given equation. Okay. The original given equation. No? So, tama nga yung nakuha natin. Okay, so I've showed you two methods na in solving for A, B, and C. Kanina, using substitution. Then, ngayon, yun lang, making equations, no? Making simultaneous equations, at least 3 equations. Sir, pa-scroll up ko. Scroll up ta ka. Scroll up. Sa ha. On sa may tanaw ninyo. Sige, picture again, no? So, starting dito. Hala. Picture. Yan. Okay. Tapos na. Next, ito. Next, ito. Next, ito. Next, ito. Next, ito. Next, ito. Okay. Ayos. Di na ka mag-PDF. Sir, mag-PDF. Mag-post pa rin ako. I-PDF ko na no? I-post ko ito. Nag-lisod ko factor. Ako na lang sana mahalin mo, sir, para maturuan mo ako ng maturuan din kita paano mo ako mahalin. Huy, bad no. Okay. So, goods pa kayo dyan? Baka gutom na kayo. Sige, Robin. I want you to try this one. This next question. Yan. The denominator is already written, no? In factorized form. So, okay na, no? Ano yung decomposition niya, no? Into partial fractions. Sige, Robin. Write it in your paper. Then show that to me on the Padlet. I see you looking at my PIC. Tigiding, giding. Wala na po kaluluwa namin. Okay, sige, sige. So, later, discuss natin to. No? We'll be having a break. No? Balik tayo at 7. Discuss natin to. No? And pwede mag-try kayo. No? If pwede, mas better talaga. No? Na mag-attempt kayo. No? Do not just listen on the discussion. Do not just wait on the solution. Pwede kayo muna una mag-analyze. No? Sige. So, let's take a break for a while, no? Para manihapon na mo. Okay. BRB. Okay. Break time. No? X squared plus 5 on the real. BRB at 7, no? 7 p.m. Exactly, ha? Sir, nagtitiktok ka? Hindi, hindi. Si Sir Dawson nyo lang yung nagtitiktok, no? Mahilig siya mag paro-paro G. Okay? Especially now na he's about to become a dad, no? Of a girl. Nagpa-practice na siya mag paro-paro G, no? Congratulations, Sir Chrysler. Sige, sige, sige. Break taanay, no? Kaon taanay. Hala. I-solve niyo yan, ha? I-solve niyo yan. Pantay lang. Check. Hello. Hey, 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 hey. Okay, balik na. Balik na ta. Let's continue our discussion. Uh-huh. Dapat daw exactly 7. Wala pa si sir. Random ko pa naman yung pagkain. Uy, I'm on time, ha? Okay, sige. So, tell me, are you there? Are you ready na? Ay, may nag-solve na. Sir, importante ba ang placement sa pag-factorization? Same lang ba ang sagot? As long as you would get the corresponding numerator of its respective denominator, no? Let's go. Okay, sige. So, how are we gonna solve this? Ito yung given, no? 3x squared plus 3x plus 7. Okay, dito tayo magmatkad. Oops. 3x squared plus 3x plus 7 all over x minus 2 squared times x squared plus 1. Okay, so this linear factor repeats twice, no? Kasi squared. That is why merong a and b, no? X minus 2 at saka x minus 2 squared. And since this is a quadratic factor, then the corresponding numerator must be linear, cx plus d, no? Where c and d cannot be both equal to 0, no? A may be 0, B cannot be 0, no? So, ano yung gagawin natin dito? Ano nga yung unang gagawin? 'Di ba? I-cross multiply natin, no? I-cross multiply by. So, upon doing cross multiplication, what happened? Sa numerator, I mean sa left side, numerator lang yung matira, no? Yung numerator lang. 3x squared plus 3x plus 7. And how about dito? If i-cross multiply natin to, makancel yung isang x minus 2, no? So, a times this, pero makancel yung isang x minus 2, so x minus 2 times x squared plus 1 lang, no? Then, for b, it should be times what? Makancel yung x minus 2 squared, no? So, yung matira na lang is just this x squared plus 1. Okay ba? Then, plus cx plus d times x minus 2 squared na makancel yung x squared plus 1. Okay? So, ganun lang. Now, can we do a shortcut nito? Same as kanina. Actually, pwede, pero we can only solve for B, no? Using the first method. Yung gagawin natin dito, we're gonna do the second method, like yung mga linear term, equate natin sa linear term sa right side, no? Yung quadratic term sa left, equate natin sa quadratic term sa right side. Okay, so yan yung gagawin natin. But first, we would have to expand this. No, pwede hindi, pero better if ma-expand natin. For example, ito. Ano yung product nito? 'Di ba? That is equal to what? X cubed, no? X times x squared. Then FOIL method. Plus x, then minus 2x squared, minus 2, no? So, ito yung ilagay natin dito. Correct? So, x cubed plus x minus 2x squared. Pwede natin i-arrange, no? Minus 2x cubed muna, then plus x. Okay? Dapat, pwede, no? Descending order. Ito, as it is lang, no? X squared plus 1. Then dito, pwede natin i-expand ito. The expansion of x minus 2 squared is x squared minus 4x plus 4. No? That is its expansion. Para mas madali na lang, no? So, yung gagawin natin, uh, yun nga, no? Equate natin yung quadratic to quadratic sa left and right, linear to linear, constant to constant. Let's start with the quadratic. The quadratic term at the left is 3. Ito yun. Ito, yung hinighlight ko. No? Yung pinakita ko. May makita dyan sa arrow, di ba? No? Now, where can we get the 3 dito sa right side? No? Dito. Where can we get that x squared? No? Well, if extend natin to or distribute natin to, this will become ax cubed minus 2a x squared. So there is an x squared, no? X squared term. So this is negative 2a x squared plus what? Or can we get another x squared? Dito, bx squared, no? That's also an x squared. Okay, this is a quadrat, I don't know. Ano siya? Okay, quadratic term. Bx squared. How about here? Cx multiply it with negative 4x, magiging negative 4cx. So, minus 4c. Then, d times x squared, no? Magiging x squared. Magiging dx squared, no? So, dapat, the sum of this, no? The result of this should be equal to 3, no? Should be equal to 3. So, kasi identity, di ba? Identity. Coefficient of the x squared, no? So, that's the first equation. Okay? The second equation can be taken from the linear term, no? And that is equal to 3 as well. Linear term ito, yung just x, no? Yung x lang. So, linear term, where can we get a linear term sa right side? Diba? That is x dito sa a. Okay? A times x. Ito, b wala, no? Kasi quadratic and constant lang. Dito naman, cx times this 4, no? This last term sa second factor. So 4c plus 4c, and also d times negative 4x. That's also quadratic. Negative 4d, no? And that's it. No, this is equal. This should be equal to 3. Okay? That is our second equation. The third equation can be taken from the constant. The constant a sub o is equal to 7. No? Constant na siya, bay. So, yung constant dito is negative 2a. No? It comes from here, a times negative 2. Then plus b. Okay? C is impossible to have a constant, no? Kasi may x na siya. Pero d, multiply it with this 4. That is plus 4d. No? And this should be again equal to 7. So this is our third equation. No? Now, question, enough na ba yan? No? Just because there are 3 terms, does it mean we only have to make 3 terms? There are only 3 terms on the left side. No? No. There are 4 unknowns. A, B, C, and D. We should make 4 equations as well. Right? So, where can we get that fourth equation? Well, tignan nyo sa left side, sa right side. Di ba? Meron tayong hindi na-include. No? And that is the cubic term, the x cubed term. No? Though wala siyang x cubed term dyan sa left side, but that doesn't mean i-ignore lang natin. It just means this left side has 0 as the quadratic term, as the cubic term. No? So, cubic term, a sub 3, okay, is 0. Ito yung x cubed term, no? 0 siya sa left. Sa right, that is equal to the sum of a and what? Diba? If dcx is multiplied with x squared, that is also x cubed, no? So, a plus c should be equal to 0. Tama? Or a should be equal to the negative of c. No, they are equal, no? But with opposite signs. Okay? So, mana sila. So, these are the 4 equations, no? And actually, they are already enough, no? pwede lang natin ma-solve yung A, B, C, and D in mode 5, no? Kasi this calculator is powerful, no, to solve four equations. I mean, four unknowns. Or four equations with four unknowns. Mode 5, then four unknown equation. Ano siya? Mode 5, 3. Okay? Ang format niyan is AX plus BY plus CZ plus DW. No, sorry. AW plus BX plus CY plus DZ is equal to E. No? Yan yung format niyan. Right? So, expect that yung una natin makuha dito is W, no? And that should be the value of A. Then, followed by X, followed by Y, and then Z. So, input natin. A dito, so first equation muna tayo, ha? Negative 2, 1, negative 4, 1, no? And equal to 3. Okay? So, that is the first equation. The second, it doesn't have a B. No, walang B. So, 1 for A, 0 for B. Then 4 for C, negative 4 for D, and 3 for the constant. Okay, I hope naka-follow lang kayo. Okay? Uh, third equation, negative 2 for A, 1 for B. There's no C, so 0. Then 4, 7. Okay? And the last, A plus C. So, walang B and D, only A and C. So, 1 and 1, and that's it. No? And enough na. Sige ba, i-replay natin. So, ito yung mga coefficients. Negative 2, 1, negative 4, 1, 3, 1, 0, 4, negative 4, 3, negative 2, 1, 0, 4, 7, then 1, 0, 1, 0, 0. Okay? Then pressing equal. That gives us W equal to negative 1. But that should be the value of A, negative 1. Okay? Then B naman is equal to 5. C is equal to 1. D is equal to this Z, 0. Okay? So, mao na sila bay. Okay? So, ibig sabihin yan, no, if we are to write this, no, into the proper solution, make A equal to negative 1, B equal to 5, C equal to 1, and D equal to 0. No? Or, pwede natin siya ma-write like this. No? Pwede natin to interchange actually, no? Making this the minus 1 over x minus 2. So, i-cancel, in-interchange ko lang. No? Then ito, just x na lang. X over x squared plus 1. Uy, hindi makita. Kita man sir. Hindi. Okay? So, okay, di ba? Okay kayo. No? Actually, pwede rin that we're gonna make equations but by not doing this, but assuming other values for x. No? What do I mean with that? Kaya balik tayo dito. After we have multiplied both sides by the factor at the denominator, no? Ito yung na-forma natin, di ba? No? Again, if you want to solve directly for B, you could do it right away, no? By making x equal to 2 kasi this would cancel these two terms, no? Leaving B just the only remaining unknown. Tama? But if you want to solve for A and also D, C and D, there's no value of x that could solve for them. Wala. No? I mean, that would cancel these other terms, other variables, no? So, only B lang yung ma-solve using the first method natin. Okay? So, again, as what I said, no, pwede natin i-solve to using different way. Ito yung gagawin natin. mag-assume tayo ng other value of x, no? Suppose, I'm gonna start with x equal to 0, no? Dapat makabuo tayo ng 4 equations na containing these 4 unknowns. Okay? If you don't wanna do this, pwede lang yan, no? So, first, if x is 0, what would happen? Diba sa left side, that is 7, no? Ma-0 man ito. Ito, first 2 terms, no? 7 na lang. At the right side, what would happen? If maging 0 ito, if 0 yan, that is just negative 2. So, negative 2a. Now, negative 2a, okay? If 0 ito, that is just plus b. No? Plus b. Okay? Then, if 0 ito, makancel yung c, then maging 0 minus 2 squared, or this becomes positive 4. So, plus 4d. Plus 4d. This is actually one of the equations we had, no? In, nasa taas. Diba, ito, negatives 2a plus b plus 4d, no? Yan yung sa constant term. Okay, so ito yung gawin nating first equation, no? Second equation is using another value of x. But ano ba yung proper value of x? Pwede 1. Pwede 1. Para simple lang ba? 1. If I'm gonna make x equal to 1, now what would happen? So, eto, if x is 1, that become what? 1 squared, 3 times 1 plus 7, that is 13. Now, 13, the left, no? And at the right, making this 1. Look at this, no? If maging 1 ito, 1 minus 2 times 1 squared plus 1. That would become still negative 2, no? Negative 2a. Then ito, 1 plus 1. 1 squared plus 1 is 2. So, magiging 2b ito, no? 2b plus 2b. Okay? Then, plus c times 1 plus d. Then, ito, 1 minus 2 squared. 1 minus 2 squared is just 1. So, c plus d lang, no? Plus c plus d. Naka-follow lang? Okay? Naka-follow lang? 13 is equal to negative 2a plus 2b plus c plus d if we're gonna make x equal to 1. No? Now, second equation na. Third equation na tayo. Let's say, we're gonna make x equal to ano naman? Say negative 1. No? Negative 1. So, if x is negative 1, what happen dito? If this becomes negative 1, try negative, negative. This will become 7 at the left side. No? How about the right side? So, doesn't mean na maging the same siya dito. If we would make this equal to negative 1, no, ito, x equal to negative 1. Negative 1 minus 2 times 1, negative 1 squared. Negative 1 squared plus 1. Plus 1. That becomes negative 6. Negative 6a. No? Ito yung value nito. If x is 1, negative 1. Then dito naman, negative 1 squared is still, diba? Is still 1. So, 1 plus 1 is 2. So, plus 2b. Okay? Then, how about here? How about here? Tingnan natin, no? If maging ano ito? If maging negative 1 ito. Maging negative 1 yan. Ito, maging negative 1 din. Negative 1 minus 2 quantity squared is 9. No? So, if 9 yan, this would become negative 9c plus 9d. No? So, yan yung idagdag natin dito. Negative 9c minus 9c plus 9d. Okay? Galing yan dito, oh. No? Ito, making x equal to negative 1. Okay? Then, for the next value of x, pwede 2, pwede negative 2. It's up to you, no? I would make this, I wouldn't make this 2. Ayun lang 2. Kuan lang. If x is 3. Now I'm gonna make that if x is equal to 3. So if x is 3, ilan to? Kana siya. Yung coefficient ng a. 3 squared. So this would become 10 times 3 minus 2. 10 times 1. It's 10. No? So this is equal to 10a. Oh, by the way, sa left side pala, sorry. If this becomes 10, I mean 3, 3 times 3 squared plus 3 times 3 plus 7. This becomes 43. Now 43 at the left, okay? And at the right, yun yun, yung 10a, okay? Then ito, 3 squared plus 1 is 10 as well. So, plus 10b, right? Then ito, magiging ano ito? C times 3. Tira nyo ha? Magiging 10 times 3, then 3 minus 2 squared. This would become 1, no? 3 minus 2 is 1 squared, 1 pa rin. So, 3c plus d. So, plus 3c plus d. Okay? So, kompleto na. These are the equations that we need, no? Ito yung mga equation na need natin, no? For us to solve A, B, and C, no? Tulayan ko sila, be. I don't know if klaro ba yung kulay dyan, no? Tikiding, giding, 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 giding. LSS na noon ko. Okay. So, mode 5 na tayo. Mode 5. And then, 4 equations. No, 4 unknown equations. Mode 5, 3. Okay, so input lang. The first equation is negative 2a plus b plus 4d. So, there is no c. Equal to 7. Right? Then next, dito na tayo. Negative 2a plus 2b plus c plus d equal to 13. Okay? Then next, negative 6a, negative 6, 2b, negative 9c plus 9d. Now, equal to 7. Okay? And the fourth, 10a plus 10b plus 3c plus d is equal to 43. Yan. Okay? And this should give us the same result, no? So, as you can see, W or A, that should correspond to A, equal to negative 1. The X should correspond to B. This is 5. The Y should correspond to C, 1. And Z is equal to, ilan daw, B, 0. Okay, so the same, no? We got the same result. Okay? We get the same result. No? So, pwede nyo gawin yan, guys. No? Pwede gid. Tigid. Okay? So, if you don't wanna, equate the quadratic terms to the quadratic term, linear term to linear term, you may just do this. Ayos ba? Ang saya. Okay pa ta, guys? Kaya pag guys. The connection successful. Okay. Sir, good evening. Ask lang ko, sir, kung na-reference notes panghatag sa taga subject. Oh, I forgot, no? Kanina, I uploaded uh, a reference book, no? Another reference book. So, from time to time, I'd be uploading books, no? Reference books. So, thank you for reminding me. Eto. For this week, the reference book for this week is this Schum's Outline, no, for of Algebra, okay, by Robert Moyer. Okay, I'm uploading it now. And marami nang nakuhang problems, no, from this book. Ginagamit ito ng examiner, no, as one of his references. Okay? Um, Last time maybe he only took like one or two problems, no, I forgot, no. I could not fully say pa, no. Kasi hindi wala pa akong copy sa latest board exam. Okay, but kumukuha siya ng problems from this, no. Since 2016 or 2017. Okay? And sometimes kasi in a certain exam, parang magkuha siya ng marami dito and parang neglect niya yung ibang PDF or ibang reference niya. Next naman, yung ibang reference naman yung gagamitin niya. No? But this one is definitely, I'm sure of this, no? One among his reference books. No? So it could be that next time, he will focus again on this book. No? So, uh, download this. No? Just uploaded it sa on the real section in Padlet. When ta pwede maka-assume sa mga value of x, sir? Dito, our purpose is to ano, 'di ba? Make four equations because there are four unknowns, no? And to make four equations and four unknowns, mag-assume tayo ng any value of x. Ako dito, I just thought of mga simple values of x, no, na hindi masyadong malaki yung effect, no? What I mean with this, example, making x equal to 0. Para bang cancel right away yung terms with x, no? So that's why I made x equal to 0, no? Making x equal to 1, madali lang, no? 3 plus 3 plus 7, so maging 13 lang right away, no? That's the reason why I simply do that. Okay, pwede ka set ng ibang values of x. If you want to, let's say 10, 20, 30, 40. Okay lang. But yun nga, no, you would get big numbers, no, as a result, as coefficients of A, B, C, and D. No, so ako I don't like that, no. I don't like na malalaki yung values ng coefficients. Okay, so pwede mga maliliit lang na values of x yung i-substitute. Okay? So, mo na siya. Pwede ka mag x equal to negative 2 or x equal to 2. No? Kana. Naigi-upload si Chocho. Be? Kuyawa. Ganda ng penmanship ni Chocho. Nice, nice. Look at Chocho's solution. Galing-galing. Kailangan na lang ko mahimong dinosaur rower. Okay. Next. Let's proceed to our next topic, which is all about sequences. Hey, everyone. No, next topic na tayo. Guys, I could, make this whole session all about partial fraction. But, again, no, as what I said last time, hindi pwede kasi napaka-broad ng math. No? So, ay pwede konting example lang and kayo ang ma-explore, no? To practice more, no? To masterize to master the topic. Okay? Though, meron man akong dito. Pang example lang, pang practice, no? I-practice nyo ito tonight. No? And also, meron din akong i-provide na practice problem sa PDF na ipopost ko ngayon. Okay? Practice. Screenshot. Pa-add po GC. Okay, sige. So, next, let's talk about sequences. Okay? Sequences by So there are different types of sequences. Okay. The common one is the arithmetic sequence, no? Ano ba yung arithmetic sequence? Ito yung sequence na merong common difference, no? Yung mga terms. For example, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, and so on, no? So that is an arithmetic sequence na ang common difference is 2. Na-increase ng 2. No, another example, say 5, 15, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and so on, no? That is an arithmetic sequence with common difference of 5. Meron ding decreasing, no? Decreasing na terms. For example, 11 followed by 7. So, ilan yung difference niya? Nag-reduce ng 4, di ba? So, minus 4, so 3, minus 4, negative 1, minus 4, negative 5, negative 9, and so on. So, this is an arithmetic sequence with a negative common difference. No? The common difference is like the difference yan of the two successive terms. No? So if these are the terms a sub 1 through a sub n, the common difference is the difference of, let's say, the third term and the second term, a sub 3 minus a sub 2, and the second term and the first term. No? Pwede rin the fourth term and the third term. Okay? They must be equal. No? They must be equal. Now, take note ha, na if the terms are decreasing, you should make the common difference equal to negative. Dapat negative. It's 7 minus 11. No, or negative 4. 3 minus 7. That is negative 4. Okay? So, ganun yan. So, if we want to express this a sub 2 in terms of a sub 1 and d, it's like a sub 1 plus d. No? A sub 1 plus d. If mag-express naman tayo ng a sub 3 in terms of a sub 2 and d, it's a sub 2 and d. No, but if this is to be expressed in terms of a sub 1, it's a sub 1 plus d or plus 2d. And so on yan. So if a sub 4 naman yung i-express natin, it's a sub 1 plus 3d. If fifth term, it's a sub 1, the first term, plus 4d. Okay? So we can make an equation na, no? Of the nth term. The nth term of the arithmetic sequence, which is a sub n, can be solved using this formula. A sub n is equal to a sub 1 plus n minus 1 times d. This is just a common formula. Okay? Common formula na siya. No? N minus 1 times d. Now, if ever a sub 1 is not given, suppose the given is the third term, all you've got to do is to make this 3 lang change, no? From 1 to 3. Okay? So, with that, we can make another general equation, no? Ito yung another general equation. That is a sub n is equal to a sub m plus n minus m times d. Now, if the given is the fifth term, then you would have to make this n minus 5. 5 ni siya. No? If you're going to solve for the eighth term, then this would be 8 minus 5. Now, if given yung fifth term. Okay? But yung common formula talaga is this. The nth term. Using a sub 1, n, and d. Okay? So, ayan yung formula. Now, sometimes we would be asked to solve for the sum of the terms. No? The formula for the sum of the first n terms of an arithmetic sequence is this. N over 2 times the first term plus the last term. Ganun siya. And if suppose the last term is not yet known, no? And the only known is the number of terms, okay? Then we may make this change, no, in terms of a sub 1, no? So this is equal to n over 2 times twice of a sub 1, diba? A sub n is a sub 1 plus n minus 1 times d. So magiging times 2 na yung a sub 1. Twice of a sub 1 plus n minus 1 times d. So these are the formulas, no? Pwede kini or kana, no? Formulas of arithmetic sequence. Okay? That's arithmetic sequence. Now, another type of sequence is the harmonic sequence. Okay, harmonic sequence. Diretso lang natin to. No? Harmonic sequence is a sequence that would become arithmetic if arranged according to their reciprocals. No? For example, A1, A2, A3, A4, up to A sub n, no, are terms of a harmonic sequence. No? Um, it would seem that they don't have a pattern, but if reciprocal mo sila, 1 over A sub 1, 1 over A sub 2, 1 over A sub 3, and so on up to 1 over A sub n, they would be arranged to an arithmetic sequence. Okay? So, ang reciprocal sila, magiging arithmetic sequence. So, if we are to solve for the nth term of a harmonic sequence, we just have to use the same formula, kini-kini, but have to, make them in terms of the reciprocals. 1 over A sub n, no? 1 over A sub n plus 1 over A sub 1 plus n minus 1 times the common difference of the reciprocals. No? Yung d sub r, common difference yan of the reciprocals. That means this is equal to uh, 1 over a sub 2 minus 1 over a sub 1, or pwede rin 1 over a sub 3 minus 1 over a sub 2. Okay, so ganito siya. No? Ito yung formula. Harmonic sequence doesn't have a sum of the first n terms formula. Okay, wala. Okay, so you don't have to worry about that. No? If ever man meron, let's say, sum of the first 5 terms of a harmonic sequence, just add each term, no? Kahit up to 30 pa yan, you may just add each term, no? If ever man you're asked to get the sum of the first n terms, there's no shortcut formula for that. Okay? Ayos? Ayos na yan, no? Okay, I know, of course, I know you know that meron pang geometric sequence, pero before I proceed to that, mag-solve muna tayo ng example problem. I-solve muna natin to, no? Uh, fourth, fourth problem pa lang tayo this evening. Grabe ba? Find the 40th term and the sum of the first 40 terms of the arithmetic sequence 10, 8, 6, and so on. Okay? So, paano yan? Problem number 4. The solution. Okay, the terms are 10, 8, 6, and so on. We are asked to solve for the 40th term. No? 40th term. Let's denote that as a sub 40. Okay? How to solve that? Ano yung solution dito? Well, what's the formula again? The formula is a sub n is equal to a sub 1 plus n minus 1 times d. No? Or of course, a sub 1 is the first term. N should be the 40, no? 40th term. And what about the d? No, yung common difference natin is equal to the difference of 8 and 10. It should be negative 2. No, do not make that equal to 2. No? Dapat decreasing, if decreasing, dapat negative siya. Okay? Negative 2. So, solving for the 40th term, that is equal to the first term, 10, plus 40 minus 1 times negative 2. And what is the answer? That is equal to negative 68. Okay? The value of the 40th term. So easy by. So easy. Next, we are asked to solve for the sum of the first 40 terms. No? Sum of the first 40 terms. Based on the formula, okay, the formula is n over 2 times a sub 1 plus a sub n. No? Pwede natin gamitin yung formula na ito, no? To get the sum of the first 40 terms. Okay? So this is equal to 40 over 2 times 10 plus negative 68. Negative 68 daw yung last term. That's negative 1,160. But pwede rin that we're gonna use the other formula. The other formula, again, is eto. Ito, di ba? N over 2 times twice of n minus 1, twice of a sub 1 plus n minus 1 times d. So, pwede natin gamitin yan. So, the sum of the first 40 terms is equal to 40 over 2 times Okay. Twice of, uy, sorry. Don't save. Twice of 10 plus 40 minus 1 times negative 2. No? Evaluating that give us the same result. No? This is equal to negative 1,160. So the same lang. No? So either you're gonna use the first equation or second. Better to use the second na lang. Yung n over 2 times twice of a sub 1 plus n minus 1 times d. Kasi uh, ano man, minsan kasi hindi pa given yung last term, hindi pa solve yung last term. So better diretso na ito yung gamitin, no? But it's up to you. If you want to solve for the last term muna, for you to be able to get the use this formula, okay lang din. Yes. So basic lang, no? Picture. Yeah. Another problem. Ito. Ito siya. Which term of the sequence 5, 14, 23, 5, 14, 23, and so on, is 239. Okay? Which term is 239 in this sequence? Okay? It simply asks for the value of n. Now, if the nth term is equal to 239, what is the value of n? Yan na yung pinapahanap. No? What is the value of n? Okay? So, how to get that? Well, yung gagamitin natin yung formula is yung a sub n is equal to a sub 1 plus n minus 1 times d. Okay? So, i-substitute lang. A sub n being 239. 239 is equal to 5 plus n minus 1 times the common difference. What's the common difference, by the way? Another, no? Another concern. Sorry. The question did not state now what sequence is this sequence. Now, what type of sequence is this 5, 14, and 23, and so on. Okay? So, it's dangerous to directly assume that this is an arithmetic sequence. No? Dangerous siya. So, if there's a problem like that na hindi indicate anong sequence, dapat i-check mo muna if this is indeed arithmetic, if the terms really have common difference. No? 14 minus 5, it's equal to 9. Now, is that the same with 23 minus 14? 9. Yes. So, this is an arithmetic sequence. No? Is an arithmetic sequence. Okay? If ever kasi hindi siya 9, then it could be that harmonic siya or geometric, so we'd have to get pa the common difference of the reciprocal or common ratio. Kasi yan yun for geometric sequence. But anyway, so after natin makuha yung D, gamitin natin siya dito. No, this is 9. So solving for n, n is then equal to 239 minus 5 all over 9. This is 26. So, n is equal to 26 plus 1. Or there is 27. Okay? So, that means 239 is the 27th term. No? Term of the given sequence. Okay? That is the 27th term. So, ito yung sagot. Na? Yan yung sagot. Sequence. Now, I know, no, na alam ninyo na meron ng shortcut nito, di ba? Caltech, sabi nila. So, how to solve this using the calculator? Pwede mode, doon tayo sa mode 3, no? In mode 3, on ko muna yung calculi. Everyone must follow, ha? Mode 3, that is statistics, no? So, you can see these sub-modes, no? SD, linear, quadratic log, EAX, AB exponent power, inverse. Okay? So, different yung ano niya, forma niya sa mode 3 sa uh, Casio, di ba? But the same lang, yung mode 3 to dito is linear, no? Linear. So, yung linear, mode 3 to, okay, it follows y is equal to a plus bx. Okay? Ito yung equation ng regression na yan. No? Now, the nth term formula of an arithmetic sequence conforms to this equation. No? The independent variable, no, I mean the dependent variable a sub n is equal to a sub 1 plus n minus 1 times d. As you see, uh, n is the variable dito, no? The independent variable. Okay? So, that means, pwede natin magamit to, no? By making y correspond to a sub n, the nth term, and x naman correspond to n, no? So, ibig sabihin, if mag-ano ako, x equal to 1 and x equal to 2, the corresponding y should be the first and the second term of the arithmetic sequence, no? If we'll go back to the previous example, the first two terms are 10 and 8. So, 10 and 8. Ganun siya, no? So, if we want to solve for the 40th term, di ba, 40 corresponds to x. The term, no, corresponds to y. So, if we have to solve for y with an unknown x, all we have to do is to use y hat, no? Una nating i-input is yung value ng x, then ups 8. Okay, ipakita ko sa inyo, ha? 40, then ups, ito, then 8, regression, and y hat, 5. Okay? So, ang meaning nito is that we have to solve for the y coordinate if x coordinate is equal to 40. Okay? So, that is equal to negative 68. Diba? That's what we got kanina. Taray. Negative 68. No, the 40th term. Okay? And ibaliktad naman, no, let's say, x yung pinapahanap, no, the value of n, same with problem number 5. Okay, mode 3 to again, input mo lang, the first two terms are 5, 14. No? 5 and 14. So, we're asked what term or which term is 239 in this sequence. So, 239 should be the value of y. X is what's being asked. So, x hat naman yung gagamitin. 239 followed by x hat 4. Okay? So, that is 27. No? So, mo na siya y hat, technique nito, shortcut nito in solving for the value of x with a given y, tsaka value of y with a given x. As long as you have at least two paired coordinates, no? Pwede makalculate yung other coordinates, no? Mag-solve na lang ni Sir Murag, mas libog ang Caltech. Oh. Depende yan sa inyo, no? May iba, madali lang yung Caltech, may iba, mas preferred nila yung Caltech, no? Para sa akin, better to know the principle, better to know the formulas, no, as well as the technique, no, the shortcut. Ayos? Okay. Now, how about the sum of the first 40 terms? The Canon calculator cannot use sigma notation in any mode except in mode 1. No? Kasi if we could still use the Casio, I would prefer Casio actually. No? Mas nasanay ako sa Casio. Tingnan natin, ha. Saan ba yung calculator ko? Just give me a sec. Ano, yung other emulator. I'll show this to you guys. Ito. Uy, naku ba? Yan. So, ano yung mas gusto nyo sa dalawa? No? Casio? Gusto nyo ba si Casio or mas gusto nyo si Kanoy? Kanoy. Canon pala. No? So, in Casio, mode 3, 2, saya input ko ha, first two terms, 10 and 8. No? So, the same, I could calculate for the 40th term. Now, 40, then shift 1. Diba? That's how we do it. Shift 1. Right? Okay. Tabi natin silang dalawa. Then, regression, then 5. Okay? So, 1968. No? Good thing about this sana is that it could calculate for the sum of any term, no? Or range of terms. So, using sigma notation. So, summation of x, y hat. I-variable mo lang yung x coordinate. Okay? Shift 155, then comma, kung ano yung range, let's say, first 40 terms. So, from x equal to 1 to x equal to 40, it means it's solving the first term plus the second term plus the third term and so on up to the 40th term. Now, it could give negative 1,160. Okay? The canon cannot do this. No? Mga aling canon eh. Kang mga no? Wala. Pero, pwede mo pa rin magawa yan. No? But you would have to use sigma notation in mode 1, not in mode 3.2. No? Mode 1. Okay? Using sigma notation, nasa apps yan, then 2. But dito, you'd have to use the equation, no? Or the formula of the nth term. The formula is a sub 1, which is 10, plus x minus 1 times the common difference, no? Which is negative 2. Okay? In the first example, no? And this is from 1 to 40. I would give the same, no? Pero yun nga, using sigma notation. Okay? Ito sigma notation, pero kagandahan kasi nitong Casio, pareho siya ng syntax if you are to solve for the first n terms in mode 3.6 if naka-geometric sequence, no? The same syntax lang, yan pa rin yung formula, no? But dito, sa mode 1 sa Canon, if you're gonna use sigma notation, of course, the equation, the syntax should be the equation of the nth term or x term of the geometric sequence, no? Not anymore this arithmetic sequence. So, maiba talaga, no? Sayang. Pero sige na lang, no? Sagdaan na lang na nato siya, siyang kalipay. Okay? Pero, if you notice, di ba, if tingnan natin yung formula ng sum of the first n terms of an arithmetic sequence, tingnan niyo. Look at this one. Okay? Di ba, quadratic ito to n? If i-expand kasi natin yan, this would become n times a sub 1 plus, maging ano ito, n squared d over 2, no? Minus nd over 2. So, you see, maging n squared, no? So, it shows na maging quadratic siya, no? Maging quadratic siya. So, if quadratic, gamitin natin yung mode 3.3. Yung mode 3.3 kasi, it follows the formula. Y, or the equation, y is equal to ax squared or a plus bx plus cx squared. Okay? It follows that, no? Sa mode 3.3. So, punta tayo sa mode 3.3. Mode 3.3, everyone. 3, then quadratic, this quadratic, not 3. So, ano ba yung input dito? Take note, no, that I am making the sum as y and n naman as x, no? So, if we're to say x equal to 1, no? For x equal to 1, yung y should be just the ano, just the first term, no? Which is 10. Okay, we are solving this problem number 4, ha? Now, if x is equal to 2, yung y dito should be the sum of the first two terms, no? Sum of the first two terms. That is equal to 10 plus 8, no? 18. Now, this is the sum of the first two terms. Okay ba? The next, at x equal to 3, yung y is equal to what? Dapat sum of the first three terms naman. No? So, it's 10 plus 8 plus 6. No? It's 24. Okay? This is 24. So, sum of first three terms. Okay? Yan yung for x equal to 3. So, ito yung ipang-input natin kasi in mode 3.2, in mode 3.3, since there are three unknowns, A, B, and C, dapat mag-input tayo ng three paired coordinates for us to be able to solve them. No? So, three paired coordinates. The first is y equal to 10, next y equal to 18 if x is 2, then y equal to 24 when x is 3. Okay? I hope nakapalo lang kayo. No? So, if we're to solve for the sum of the 40th term, that's the value of y when x is 40. No? So, mag 40y hat ka. No, 40y hat. Okay, so, AC, then 40 ups, 8, 6. Yan. This is the sum of the first 40 terms. Okay? Sum of the first 40 terms. Ayos? Negative 1,106. That's what we got, no? So, ano lang. Tigiding. So, I see. This should by formula katong problem number 11. Ha? Kapila pa kapila na ko nag-refresh lag pa din. Kasapot na kay lag jud. Ha? Lag? Lag kayo guys? TP. Tara, asa man ta mag-meet up para lang sa mali. Sir, what naabot among calcu? Hala. So what are you using right now? Well, for now, you may just use ano pa rin, uh, the uh, Casio calculator, no? Di man lag daw. Kinsa taga Cebu nga ra. Ako. So just to confirm, allowed ba Casio model? No, hindi allowed yung 991 ES Plus. Okay? Hindi na. No? But you may still use as of now during review, no? As long as uh, at least sa refresher, no? Ma-change yun na to, ano, to Canon. For now, if wala pa, sige lang. Just use your Casio lang muna. Meet up ta IT, gigi. Okay. Continue ako, no? Next. Next problem. Ito. Okay. Compute the sum of all integers between 100 and 800 that are divisible by 3. Compute the sum of all integers between 100 and 800 that are divisible by 3. How would you solve that? What integers between this range that are divisible by 3? What do you think? No? Uh, ano yung first term? No, ano yung first term? Pwede ka mag-try. No, like 100, is it divisible by 3? Okay, so this is problem number 5, no? What is this? 5, 6? 6 pala. No? Problem number 6. So, between 100 and 800. Well, if we'll try to divide 100 by 3, we see that 100 is not divisible by 3. Obviously, no? Kasi the quotient is 33.33. So, ibig sabihin, the first term nito should be 34 times 3, no? Sinortcut ko na lang for me to be able to get the first term. The first number greater than 100 that is divisible by 3 is 34 times 3. I just rounded up to 33, no? I made it 34. Para diretso na. You may do trial and error, try 101 divided by 3, try 102 divided by 3, but this is the best way, no? To find out right away. So, yung second term nito, obviously, that's equal to 102 plus 3, no? 105, and so on. Now, the third term is 105 plus 3. Okay, 108. Okay? So, ganun siya. Now, how about the last term? Now, to get the last term, di ba, 800 man yung range, 100 to 800. So, pwede ka mag-trial and error from 800, 799, 798, 797, and look among them which would give you, a whole number quotient. Di ba? Pero the best way is to divide. 800 divided by 3 is 266.67. So if I would round this down to 266, no, and multiply it by 3, that should give me the last term, no? 266 times 3, C 798. Kasi if I would make it 267, magiging 800 plus na yan, 801 actually, no? So that's one way. That's one way to directly know the nth term. Now, you wanna get all the terms. No, you wanna get the sum of all the terms. So to be able to solve that using the formula, which is n over 2, we should get the value of n. N over 2 times a sub 1 plus a sub n. We should get this n. No? How? That's of course using the formula. No? A sub 1 is equal to a sub n is equal to a sub 1 plus n minus 1 times d. Okay? So, to get n, this is 798 is equal to 102 plus n minus 1, and the common difference d should be 3 para divisible by 3 siya. No? So, if we would solve for n, that would be equal to 798 minus 102 all over 3, then plus 1. Okay? So, that's 233. So, there are a total of 233 numbers, no? Between 100 and 800 that are divisible by 3. Okay? So, how to get their sum? Since we already got the value of n, diretso na. No? The sum formula is equal to 233 over 2 times a sub 1, which is 102, plus a sub n, 798. Yan. So, it's 104,850. Okay lang ba? No? So, that is by using the proper formula. No? Now, how about if we'll use the calculator? Sige, Dabe? Yung kailangan natin is the sum of all the terms divisible by 3. No? But suppose hindi pa natin alam pang ilang terms si 798, no? Pwede tayo mag mode 32 to know it, mode 32, no? and input the first two terms. The first two terms are 102 and 105. Okay? Then, knowing 798 is the last number that is multiple of 3 before 100, before 800, no? Or less than 800. So, 798 ups 8, then x hat. That means it solves for n, no? The n is 233. 233. So, we need to get the sum of 233 terms. Okay? If we want to solve the, sum using mode 33, mode 33, uh, first input natin yung first three terms, no? Take note, y is now the sum of the terms, no? So, if x equal to 1, yung first term lang, 102. For x equal to 2, yung y dito should be the sum of the first two terms, 102 at saka 105. I-add sila, no? The result is 207. For the third term, ipang-add lang din sila, 207, pwede diretso or 102 plus 105, okay, plus 108, no? This is the third term, okay, equal. So the sum of the first three terms is 315. So solving for the sum of 233 terms, 233 ups 8, then 6, no y hat. It will solve for the sum of 233 terms. First, 233 terms. Okay ba? And that is equal to 104,850. Okay? 104,850. So, the same lang. No? Or pwede rin, ito yung gagawin nyo. No? Mode 1. Mag-sigma notation ka. Di ba? 798 would be the value if 266 yung i-multiply mo sa 3. No? So, bali, mag-sigma notation ka, then 3x, no? 3x. Yan. Ang una mong value yung x dito should be 34, no? Para it would start with 3 times 34, which is 102. And it should end with 266 times 3, no? That means i-add natin yung 3 times 34 plus 3 times 35 plus 3 times 36 and so on up to 3 times 266. Okay? Pressing equal will give us 104,850. Ayos? So, pwede ganyan, guys. So, yung practice problem po, kanina, di makita ng buo. What do you mean? Okay, because of the ano, no? You meant this? Okay. Ako na lang yung bubuo sa'yo. Gana. That's the practice problem kanina. Kapoy na lagi. Naalagi decimal ako sum, sir. Asa daw? Tingin daw? Ba't may decimal daw yung sum niya? Baka wala ka sa mode 3-3 again, no? Mode 3-3 ka mag-solve sa sum. Okay? Kasi maging quadratic yung formula. Okay na? Teka lang ha. Okay, sige. Kayo naman, oh. Dito. Find the eighth term of the sequence 2/3, 1/2, 2/5. Sige, solve nyo yan. Go! Okay, try solve this. Ano naman guys? Sige lang ako. Tama. Share na lang pero okay. Um, find the eighth term. Sige, nag-solve kayo ba eh? The eighth term. So the first three terms are 2/3, 1/2, at saka 2/5. No? So we have to solve for the eighth term. Paano yan? The eighth term. Okay? Now, 5. Wala maintindihan sa chat, puro Bisaya. Ha? Okay. So, as you can see, 'di ba? Walang indicate dito kung anong sequence siya, no? Hindi niya indicate, no? So, it's so dangerous if you would directly assume it to be arithmetic, no? If you would try to get the difference of 1/2 and 2/3, you'd get negative 0.167, or in fraction, it's negative 1/6. Comparing it to the difference of 2/5 and 1/2, it's negative 1/10. They are not the same, no? Dili sila pareho bay, no? Negative 1/6 is not equal to negative 1/10. So, this is not an arithmetic sequence, no? Hindi siya arithmetic sequence. Ano siya? Well, check natin yung reciprocal nila. The reciprocal nila would become 3/2, 2/1, or simply 2, no? Then, 5/2, or 5/2. Ito yung reciprocals nila, no? Now, do these reciprocals have common difference? Let's try to find out. Now, 2 minus 3/2, it's 0.5, no? Or 1/2, or 0.5 na lang. Okay? Look, jump. Wait. How about 5/2 and 2? 5/2 minus 2 is 0.5. The same, no? So, they have common difference. The reciprocals have common difference, no? So, this of R. So, ibig sabihin yan, the sequence, no, is a harmonic sequence. The harmonic sequence siya. Ano ba, for harmonic sequence, the formula is 1 over a sub n is equal to 1 over a sub 1 plus n minus 1 times d. No? But ito, difference yan of the reciprocals. Correct? So if you want to solve for the eighth term, no, 1 1 over the eighth term of the harmonic sequence is 1 over the first term of the uh, harmonic. So this is 2/3, or simply this becomes 3 halves, no? At 3 halves, which is this, plus n minus 1, 8 minus 1 times d. 8 minus 1 times d. The d is 0.5 or 1 half, no? Um, Pwede natin i-1 half ito. Okay? Evaluating this would give us an answer of 5. Okay? So, if 1 over the eighth term is equal to 5, then the eighth term of the harmonic sequence, no, is equal to 1 over 5. 1 over 5. So, ito yung sagot. Okay? 1 over 5. No? Hay, madali lang, no? Well, um, if we have to use the calculator, pwede pa rin mag-mode 3, 2 tayo. But we would have to reciprocate y, no? So, for example, first two terms, instead of inputting uh, 2/3 and 1 half, dapat yung input mo is 3 halves and 2. 3 halves and 2. Then, solve then for the eighth term, or pwede 1 divided by the eighth term, of which the eighth term is 8y hat, no? Kasi nga, reciprocal, no? So, it gives us 1 over 5, no? So, that's it. That's the answer. The eighth term of the harmonic sequence of this sequence is equal to 1 over 5. Kalkyo ni mama sa didahan. Yung tumutunog. Tut, tut, tut. Alright. Lumilipad naman ng isip ko. O, ba't lumilipad yan? Okay. Next problem. Ay, all about geometric sequence tayo pala, no? Geometric sequence. Now, if we would solve this right away, no, problem number 8, find the eighth term and the sum of the first 8 terms of the sequence 4, 8, 16. You'll find that, di ba, 4, 8, 16 do not follow an arithmetic sequence. Now, they don't have a common difference, no? Difference of the first two is 2. The last two, third and second, is 8. No? So, hindi siya the same. No? So, if you try mo din yung reciprocal nila, hindi rin. No? So, actually, this is now a geometric sequence. Geometric sequence. Okay? So, ano ba yung geometric sequence? Discuss natin to. Okay? Geometric sequence is a sequence of numbers with common ratio. Now, for example, these are the terms, no? A sub 1, A sub 2, A sub 3, and so on. Common ratio is the ratio of two consecutive terms. A sub 2 divided by A sub 1, that's the same with A sub 3 divided by A sub 2, and so on. No? A sub n over A sub n minus 1. A sub 5 over A sub 4. Okay? Or if we are to express each in terms of A1 and R, ito yun. The first term is A sub 1. The second term is A sub 1 times R. Now, the third term is A sub 1 times R squared. Okay? And so on yan. Parang ganito. For example, now, 2, 4, 8, di ba? 2 and 4, yung ratio is 4/2, there is 2, 8/4, there is also 2, 16, 32, and so on. This is that is a geometric sequence, no, with a common ratio of 2. Okay? Another example, ito, 1, 3, 9, 27, 81, and so on. No? So, in this progression or sequence, the first term is 1, the ratio, the common ratio is 3. Now, 1 times 3 is 3, 3 times 3 is 9, 9 times 3 is 27, and so on yan. So, the common ratio is 3. No? Meron ding times na ang formula, ang terms are alternating in sign. Let's say, instead of 2, 4, 8, may ka siya. 2, -4, +8, -16, and so on. No? Or eto, -1, +3, -9, 27. So, geometric sequence pa rin yan. Pero yung ratio, common ratio, is equal to negative. No? Negative. Now, if we would solve for the nth term, ito yung nth term, no? The last term, or the a sub n. The nth term of a geometric sequence is equal to a sub 1 times r raised to the power of n minus 1. Okay? Mo na siya. No? And if we're to solve for the sum of the first n terms, the sum of the first n terms of arithmetic sequence, n. There is a sub 1 times 1 minus r raised to n all over 1 minus r. Okay? Ito yung nth term. No? Nth term. Okay? Mo na siya ba? No? Okay, so going back to this problem, we're asked to solve for the eighth term. No? And again, we found kanina that the ratio of the first two and the following two are not equal, no? So this is not an arithmetic sequence or progression, okay? And if we'll try to take the ratio, the same sila, 8/4 is equal to 16/8, no? And they are both 2, correct? So this is a geometric sequence, no? A geometric sequence. Of course, no need natin gawin yung checking, no? If sinabi niya ng geometric sequence, but in the problem, hindi niya in-indicate na geometric siya. So we would have to check talaga. Okay? Now, the eighth term. Based on formula, ito yung formula, di ba? The a sub n is equal to a sub 1 times r raised to n minus 1. Correct? Wait mo na ha. Okay, jump ako dito. Okay. So if we are to solve for the eighth term, no? A sub 1 dito is equal to 4. R is equal to 2. No? And let's raise to the power of 8 minus 1. Okay? And it gives us 512. That is the eighth term. 512. No? And if the sum naman of the first 8 terms yung kukunin, the formula naman is this. A sub 1 times 1 minus r raised to n all over 1 minus r. So if we are to solve for the sum of the first 8 terms, this is equal to this 4 times 1 minus 2 raised to 8 all over 1 minus 2. No? And that is equal to 1020. Okay? The sum of the first 8 terms. Yan na siya. But take note na if ever man if ever man kalimutan mo yung formula, pwede lang man that i-list niyo yung mga terms. Madali lang yan eh. Mag times 2 times 2 ka lang. The first are 4, 8, 16, no? What is 16 times 2? Diba? It's 32, no? What is 32 times 2? 64. Ano gano'n lang. What is 64 times 2? 128. What's 128 times 2? That's 256, no? Then, pang ilan na ba yan? Pang pito pa, no? The eighth would be 256 times 2, and that is 512, no? Even grade 1 students, no? Know this progression, Di ba? Wala siya. And if ever naman you're asked to get the sum, isum up mo lang. 4 plus 8 plus 16 plus 32 plus 64 plus 128 plus 256, no? I-add mo lang sila manually or using your calcu, no? If makalimutan mo yung formula, and that would give you 102, 1020, sorry. No? So, ganun na siya. But don't do that, ha? If ever marami na yung terms, let's say, find the sum of the first 80 terms niya. Ginalist niyo lahat. 80 terms. No? Then, after you na-list lahat, doon na kayo nag-add-add. No? It would take forever to do that. Matapos na lang yung board exam, hindi ka pa tapos, no? May pag ikaw na rin mugawas, no? If mugawas ng inana, hindi ka kabaw mo solve. uh, Better to know the formula. Okay? Better to know the formula. Now, is there a shortcut niyan using statistics in our calculator? Of course, meron, no? There is mode 3.6. You see, mode 3.6, mode 3.6, it's AB exponential, no? But that is actually, a regression in the form y is equal to a times e, a times b, I mean, raised to the power of x. Okay? It conforms to this formula, no? Uh, if you are to compare, the nth term formula of the geometric sequence is a sub n is equal to a sub 1 times r raised to n minus 1. Tama? So you can say that y corresponds to a sub n, uh, x corresponds to n, no? But a, it doesn't correspond to a sub 1, no? B though corresponds to r, no? Yung b dito is the common ratio, no? B is the common ratio. But yung a sa regression, it's equal to a sub 1 over r. So formula, no? A sub 1 over the common ratio r. Okay? Muna. No? So, again, going to mode 3.6, input mo, first two terms, 1, 2, same kanina, first two terms lang, and 4 and 8 ito. Okay? Then use, y hat to solve for the 8th term. So, 8 y hat. I see you. I see. 512. No? So, the same. Same. Again, there's no syntax here in mode 3.6 that could solve for the sum of the first n terms. But, mode 1 ka lang, no? Use sigma notation if you like to. Then, input mo yung nth term formula, no? Which is 4 times 2, no? Raised to the power of x minus 1. No? And make x from 1 to uh, 1 to 8. Okay? It gives the same, 1020. Okay ba? Okay, okay. May question ba? Sir, balik sa ibabaw. Sa matkad kay picturean. Okay, kini? Is that what you mean? Hawis. Ini. Sige, picture. Naay, undi nga calculator, sir. Ana akong roommate. Ayaw, anak, kay mag-integrate na, permi. Dili pwede. Okay, how about this one? Uh, the second term of a geometric sequence is 3, And the fifth term is 81 over 8. Find the eighth term. We're not yet done, oy. The second term of the geometric sequence. So, dito, since it's already indicated that it's geometric, pwede ta diretso. Mode 3-6. Mode 3-6, no? So, pero yung input natin dito is not anymore the first two terms, no? The given here are second and the fifth. So, 2 and 5 yung x. The corresponding y are 3 and 81 over 3. 81 over 8. Kaya siya. No? And it asks for the eighth term. No? So, the eighth term is simply 8 y hat. Okay? So, mula ba 34.171875 using this FD, you see this? Diba? FD. No? Sa itaas ng del, no? Sa itaas ng delete. It will transform that decimal into a fraction, no? But this is an improper fraction, but that's good enough, no? Kana siya. Zoom in, zoom out. Okay, we're not yet done, ha? Extend tayo konti. Problem number 10. Ito naman. What is the harmonic mean between 3, 8, and 4? Okay, let's talk about means, no? So, suppose A and B are the first and the third term, no? Yung panggitna, let's say X, okay? Yan yung tinatawag nating mean, no? But depende yan. If X is the arithmetic mean, no? If it's an arithmetic mean, then that means meron silang common difference, no? Yung X should be the average. A plus B all over 2, no? A plus B all over 2. Yung calcu po. Oh, sorry. Looking at my PIC. The LSS naman kasi. Sorry good. Sapo ang calcu. Hihi. Oh. Okay. Wait ha. So, again, if arithmetic mean yung X, then X is equal to A plus B all over 2. No? If ever naman, geometric mean, no? Yung X, then, paano yan? If geometric mean yung X, ibig sabihin yan, naka-geometric sequence na ito. That means, X over A is equal to B over X, no? Or that is, X squared is equal to the product of AB. Okay? Na siya. No? Or yung X is equal to square root of AB. Okay? Pwede positive or negative, no? Or simply, ano na lang, square root of AB. Principal root na lang, no? Square root of AB. So that's how to get the geometric mean. But how about arithmetic mean? I mean harmonic mean. So if A and B are the first and the third terms of a harmonic sequence, no? And X being their harmonic mean, dapat yung reciprocal ng average nila, yung reciprocal, ano ito, is equal to the average of the reciprocal nito. 1 plus A, 1 over A, plus 1 over B, all over 2. Diba? Now, if we would simplify this, that is equal to what? Simplify, or simplify. Okay. That's B plus A all over 2AB. Now, so if we would make it X, no? Ito yung harmonic mean, talaga, no? The harmonic mean X formula is equal to 2AB all over A plus B. Okay? So, ito yung formula. 2AB all over A plus B. So, in this problem, it asks for the harmonic mean between 3, 8, and 4. So, it's simply equal to twice of 3 over 8. Huwag nyo lang i-reciprocal. So, times 4 over 3, 8 plus 4. no? And gives us 24 over 35. So, ito yung harmonic mean. Okay? Ayos ba? Sir, Uncle Q. Unsay lain kanta nimo gikan sa TikTok, sir? Um, jugoy TikTok guys, no? Kana ra dunggan ako sa akong amiga. Oh, giding 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 giding. Okay, next problem. Eto next problem. Okay. Parang ano na ito? Parang uh, word problems, no? Somewhat a word problem. A free falling body starting from rest falls 16 feet during the first second, 48 feet during the second, 80 feet during the third second, etc. Calculate the distance it falls during the 15th second and the total distance it falls in 15 seconds from rest. Ano raw? Ano raw? Ano raw? Okay. So, how are we gonna solve this? Diba, sinabi dito na ito daw, it falls during its first second, no? By 16. It falls 16. So, its first second, it falls a distance of 16. Its second, it falls a distance of 48, no? Its third second, it falls a distance of 80 feet, no? So, nag-i-increase yung distance na nafo-fall niya, no? As time goes by, no? And it follows what pattern or sequence? 'Di ba? It's arithmetic, no? Kasi if you would get the difference 48 minus 16, it's equal to 32, no? If you would get 80 minus 48, 32 din, no? Ibig sabihin yan, during its fourth second, would expect that it would fall 80 plus 16. 80 plus 32. It would fall 112 feet. Ito yung ma-fall niya. May increase by 32, no? And actually that is the that is equal to the amount of gravitational acceleration, no? 32 feet per second squared, no? Then you increase 32 feet per second. Okay? And the question is, calculate the distance it falls during the 15 seconds. So, during the 15 second, okay, ano yung total distance ma-fall niya? So, as we observe, nag-follow siya ng arithmetic sequence, pwede ka mag-solve yan using the formula. A sub 15 is equal to a sub 1, 15 minus 1 times 32, no? And you would get this, okay? 464. Or pwede rin, mag-mode 3-1 ka, mode 3-2, ang input mo, first two terms, no? 16 and 48, then the value of 15 y hat is 464, the same, no? So that's the distance it falls during the 15 second. Now, the total distance it falls naman in 15 seconds, total distance ma-travel niya or ma-fall niya, no? Is the sum of these terms. No, so, pwede natin ma-solve yan using the formula. Sum of the first 15 terms is equal to 15 over 2 times pwede tayo mag twice of 16 plus n minus 1, 15 minus 1 times d, no? And that's equal to 3,600. Okay? Or pwede rin, gamitin mo yung mode 3-3, no? First to, first, second, third, the corresponding y are the distances it falls, no? From the start, 16, 48, 16 plus 48, then 16 plus 48 plus 80, okay? And so on. And the 15th y hat nito, oops, sorry. That is equal to 3,600. Okay ba? Okay kaya, no? So it's like an introduction to a word problem, no? Which we'll be discussing next week. Okay? Mag-word problems tayo next week, no? Wait hanggang dito lang pala kami kanina. Meron pa, meron pa. Eto. Last problem, no, for tonight. Eto. A boy agrees to work at a rate of 1 cent the first day, 2 cents the second day, 4 cents the third day, 8 cents the fourth day, etc. How much would he receive at the end of 12 days? How much would he receive at the end of the 12 days? So you see, the rates now follow a what pattern? Uh, Geometric sequence pattern, di ba? Nagdo-double. First, from being 1 cent, no? It becomes 2 cents or 0.02 of a dollar, then 0.04, then 0.08, no? Twice siya, no? In each successive day, no? So question, how much would he receive at the end of 12 days? So it's like, what's the total? What's the sum of this? So this is obviously a geometric sequence with the r equal to 2, no? And since we're asked to solve for the sum of the first 12 terms, gamitin natin yung formula na ito, no? And using that formula, S is equal to A sub 1 is 0.01, R is 2, no, raised to 12, all over 1 minus 2. Okay? Evaluating that gives us 40.95. So, yun yung sagot. Na total niyang makuha, no, is $40.95 na after working for 12 days. Okay? So, that is a geometric sequence problem. Hala. Tuloy, marami pang problems, no? Na magandang problems na pwedeng example, pero yun nga, no? Kulang sa time. So, I encourage you to explore the book I posted in the Padlet, no? Yung Schum's Outline in Algebra, no? Algebra by Robert Moyer. No, maraming kinukuha yung examiner from this book. Okay, so, aralan nyo yan. Okay? And also, I'll be posting a PDF copy of this ano PDF copy of the solution, and I will include this. Wait, ha? I will include this practice problems, no? May practicean dito by ito ay. Ito ha? Practicean nyo ito, no? So, kine, no? I took this from the book, no? So you could just look for the solution nito, no? Sa reference book, no? If gusto nyo i-confirm yung sagot ninyo. Okay? And meron ding mga supplementary problems that have respective solution answers. Ito yung sagot, no? Siya. Okay? So, i-include ko ito sa PDF, no? And also mga problems sequences problems. Ito din, no? So, i-download niyo yung PDF, i-post ko sa Padlet. Okay ba? No? Tonight, right after the discussion, no? Ma-post ito right away. Pwede nga, right now, no? Gusto ninyo? Okay. I am saving it now uh, in PDF form. Okay? Then i-post ko. Okay, tayo naman, hapit na alas 9, no? Kapoy na pod. Sir, maghatag kag PDF, sir. Nabitaw ko. Wait, sagod. Evening class. Okay? So, I think na, na-save na. Wait muna ha. I-upload ko. Ooh, nice. Kawan. Wala, na-upload na. Wait. Sa akin ay wala. Evening class. Okay. Loading it now. um, discussion solution. With an additional practice. Okay, mag-aral kayo ha, guys. Okay. So, naka-publish na, naka-post na. Now, look at the Padlet. Okay? Encourage you to solve that. No? Solve that. Sir, knock. Sir, gwapo daw kayo kas personal. Huh, pag sure, boy. No? Okay, sige. So, see you tomorrow for the face-to-face class, no? I think after the section lang ako, no? The section. Hala, sige. And thank you for staying with me tonight. Napahuway sa ta, no? Rest at tabay, no? So, bye everyone. Thank you and God bless.